to present to us, can the person just wave their hands? Please don't leave me hanging. Anybody here to set the mood for us? I think most of our poets are even outside. They're outside, right? Maybe someone should help us call them. They should come in because we want to hear them say something to us today. Okay, now let me turn that now. Since so many people here are saying that they're not poets, is there anybody here who would like to say anything to us as we begin today's event? Now I'm leaving the mic open for all of us here that are also speakers. And sir, I saw the big sage. Can we give a round of applause to Sage Hassan? Can we clap for him, please? I know him through people that know him, and I've heard so much about him. It's good to have you here, sir, and I'm welcoming everybody here once again. So nobody wants to say anything. Then I'll be left to say it on my own. Girl that just came to learn. Unfortunately, the MC did not show up yet. Okay, I have someone that wants to rescue me. Okay, so please let's welcome him. You can come forward. Yes, you can just come and stand at this edge if you don't want to be on the podium. Please let's clap for him. Let's encourage him. Thank you.
Okay, praise God. I'm a poet, so I'll just do a very quick poem. So this poem is titled Yahweh. Yahweh, you are beautiful in your way, Yahweh. Now you didn't make a way where there seems to be no way, Yahweh. You are glorious in your way. The glory clear past thee, you created the heavens and the earth and rested on the seventh day. The good cloud road for you, Baba God you bow. You're El Shaddai, Elohim, Adonai, your majesty, who can deny? You part the seas for all to see, hung on the cross of Calvary. You took my sins and made me free, and now you reign in victory. Cause no matter the regime, more than a T-Pain, or that be with the Cardi, now you be my provider, so I call you Jireh.
Much more. I really enjoyed the part I heard, and I am so happy. Thank you so much for coming out. So is there any other person that would like to, is there open mic session? Is there anybody that would like to say something? Is there anybody that would like to say a poem? There's strings now. Maybe it's time for me to say my own. And you play the strings. He's playing it though. He's playing it. Okay, is there anybody that would like to say their poem? Actually right, so I'm trying to look for one of the things I've written before. Maybe I can say it. Sad that I cannot say any of my poems correctly. I would have turned to a spoken word artist now. Okay, do we have any other person that wants to read their poems out for us while I look
Bag, empty wallet, but ego full tank. We celebrate nothing like it was something. Noise louder than destiny we never built. We don't send anybody, Papa. Life plenty, time full grand. So we dance like tomorrow was our house boy. Then it happened on a random Tuesday. I was still sleeping off last night's madness. When my phone rang suddenly, it was today. The
I like that so many people are. I love how many people are now, like people want to talk now. I want us to quickly play a game. Are we ready? Are we ready? Poets in the house, can we wave our hands? Okay, most everybody here are poets. I like that. So I want us to put our 2 hands up. Can we do that? Our 2 hands up, please. Yes, so we put the finger down challenge. We play put the finger down challenge. Are you ready? Now put the finger down if you have used pain, darkness, or silence at least 5 times in one poem. Toby, please put our finger down now. I know you. Either of them, either pain, darkness, or silence in your poem. Okay, put another finger down if you have written a very deep poem that you enjoyed, like you love the poem, but someone now asks you, okay, what does this poem even mean? Because they did not understand anything from beginning to end of all you just said. But you really thought that your poem was very good. Now, put another finger down if you have performed with so much emotion on the stage and you felt like your audience were just looking at you like, who's doing this one? Like, what's going on? Why are you doing so many and the likes like that? Okay. Put another finger down if you snapped your own fingers while reciting because nobody else was snapping it. Like you did, okay, clock it. I got this point. This point is deep, but nobody else did it for you. Put a finger down if you are always rehearsing inside keke or on the road or in public places. Put a finger down if you are always rehearsing. Now, put a finger down if you had read one of the poems that you wrote a long time ago. Might not be so long, but you read one of the poems you wrote and you now say, what was I even going through for me to even write this kind of thing? Like, what's going through me? What's happening with me? Now, put a finger down if you have expected a dramatic applause when you finish reciting your spoken word, but you did not get any, and then you now feel like, oh, these people don't rate me, Joe. They don't appreciate all these things. After you know, like you feel like you did so well, just like this guy finished now. And then he felt expected that everybody will stand up and start saying, woo, carry chair off for him. But nothing of such happened. Now put the finger down again if you have named this piece a certain title, but you change it at the last minute. It's like the title just came at the last minute. I want to know who will have 10 fingers up at the end of this. Put the finger down if you have posted your poem and then you went back to go and be checking all the lines one by one. Is there any mistake in this line? Let me check. Is this correct? Is this not correct? Put the finger down if you have used big grammars that people now start asking you that, what does this even mean? And use it intentionally so that people can ask you. Put a finger down if you have written something so deep that yourself, you don't even understand the poem again. You don't understand where it's going to. Now, the last 2, put a finger down if you have ended a poem with something like, well, maybe we'll just heal, or maybe not. Or maybe things will be good, or maybe not. Lastly, put a finger down if you have tried explaining how spoken word is your goal or your dream in life, and your parents are like, not even singing, spoken word, you want to machine, Obama sorrow. A round of applause for ourselves. Is there anybody here that has 5 fingers up? You are just starting out. You are not a good spoken word poet like us, like this, because you have seen a lot. Can we all clap for ourselves? And is there anybody that has 10 fingers down? Can we say boss? Can we say boss? Alright, so now I'll be welcoming my beautiful sister to come up now for our own mic drop session. A round of applause for her as she comes forward. We'll have 2 more persons and we'll go into our... You also have? Okay, no problem. So people are now performing. Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Smiling Percy, and this poem is named The Choice. Most times, girls are usually like, this guy, is he worth my time, stuff like that. But this one, I wrote it based on the guy's point of view. On how there are different types of women and how they should be careful when making their choice. The choice. Women, a blessed fruit from the garden of Eden, the very one that got man forsaken. It's so heartbroken. It's so heartbreaking that our promise got broken. Now in a troubled world, where it is brains against sword, the one that becomes the Lord and be recognized as God is the worst of them on the board. Who will call them to order? Who will make them better? The first or the latter? From the litter, the best is bitter and is also sweeter. Different flavors for all to ponder. To man's wonder, who can they consider? To be the better and can be their later. They have choice. Indeed, they are fakers who trip in numbers, more poisonous than daggers. To find the one that truly matters, one has to go through deep waters. The end may be sweet or bitter, depending on the choice you filter. So if I were you, I'll calm down and see who could be the best and who could be your bitter.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adekunle Shibomi. I am popularly known as Big Socks from the University of Lagos. The name of my poem is A Renaissance Mind. My mind is a museum with every idea on display. My mind is a museum where growth is the price that I pay. My mind is a museum where my history guides my way. My mind is a museum where my lessons are framed. My lessons are framed and unwasted or thrown away. As my past guides me every day, each and every day to figure my way. I have a Renaissance mind, I'm learning to grow. I'm letting go of old limits I used to know. I don't fear mistakes, I study them slow. Turning historical pains as guide for tomorrow. Because every failure that helps still help me grow. Intellectual curiosity welcomed without hesitation. Built on a Renaissance mind filled by determination. Ideas are shaped through cultivation. Because learning goes deeper than memorization. My mind is a workshop. My mind is a workshop that has no turning sense. My mind is a workshop creative that has no bound. My tongue like a sword that cutting through the sound of doubt. Turning simple and little ideas into something profound. Building word for my thoughts as I stand on my ground. Where it's lost inspiration, see ups my vision and they are finally found. Mistakes are lessons, not cause for frustration. History guides us without limitation. Voices are heard without discrimination. Every mind are valued in equal consideration. We are taught to think beyond examination. To build the future with bold imagination. In a school where growth is the true celebration. A Renaissance mind is our foundation. Just like I said, my mind is a workshop. Creation that has no bound. Turning simple ideas into something profound. I go by the name Big Songs once more and I'm a spoken artist. Thank you.
Hi. So this is titled Fame. Am I the only one who gets that bittersweet ache in my chest when a Disney movie plays or a bittersweet song whispers truth? Those lyrics, those scenes, they feel too soft for this world, too lovely to be real. It's beautifully sad. It's like watching a dream you can't touch. A fairy tale flickering just outside your reach. And still my heart believes. Thank God for rom-coms, cartoons, and songs that feel like home. It settles deep like music written just for my soul. Like magic waking me up. Like I'm floating. You know, maybe it's happening. Maybe the stars are aligning. You know, I want the dream, I want the butterflies. I want to feel the butterflies in my stomach. I want a love that feels like music. Where every day feels like a story worth telling. Thank you. I'm Tabitha. Thank you so much. That was so soft spoken. I was already feeling it. Let me talk like her. So when I go out now, all I need to do is make some more money. Clap for me, guys. Thank you so much. So now we'll be calling on one of Nigeria's finest. I have to hype him like this because he was supposed to have come up since. So please just come forward. Mr. Henshaw, right? Please let's clap for him.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Are we happy to be here? Please just appreciate yourself. Yes. So we'll just do something quickly. Are you from Nigeria? If you know you're not from Nigeria, just wave your hand. You're not from Nigeria, so okay, we are all Africans here. So let's just take a pledge. Just put your hands up and just say these words after me. I am Africa. I am Africa. And I remember. Thank you. They said winter is coming. But in my land, the season that chewed bones wears the name colonialism. And it came not with snowflakes, but with contract guns and a smile sharper than the blade until date. In the halls of the African continent, I still hear the echo of the talking drum beating like the heartbeat of time itself chanting. Remember who you are. Before the sword met the sun, before chains rewrote our stories, we ruled with golden tongues and iron minds. Our crowns were not forged in fire, they were grown from earth like palm trees standing tall against the wind. When the white workers came for Africa, we built fires of rhythm and rhymes. We gathered around languages like warriors, and our word became shields. We sang our grief into griot songs, our wounds into wisdom, our pain into proverb, and we stood tall on the wall as our watch began. They came for our names, so we hid them in the drum beats. They came for our gods, so we placed them in poems. They came for our thrones, so we built them in the hearts of our children. The kingdom of winter fell when we spoke in our native tongues again. Our voices became Afrobeats and literature, whispering through history's corridors, tearing down the curtains of lies. We are the descendants of sons that refuse to set. We are not slaves. The royal blood in our veins burns like palm oil in fire. Rich, red, relentless. Even our shadows wear crowns. We are both the soil and the seed, both the prophecy and the proof. Our lands were stolen, but not our identity. They buried our story, but never the storytellers. In the house of the kings who are gone, we stopped dancing with their ghost and we have returned. This is a season where history will bend the knee before the children of the soil. For our crowns are creative hands, our kingdoms are rebuilt with culture. The iron throne we seek is truth. The languages we lost, we now speak in films, music, poetry, dance, because Africa. So let the West keep its winter, for our season are we the hot. I say let the West keep its winter, for our season are we the hot. Let the wind carry this world to the world. Africa is not sleeping, she's sharpening her tongue. And when the drums beat again, they won't just echo the past, they will summon the future. So gather the storytellers, summon the poets, wake the warriors
Clap for him again, please. Thank you so much. Okay, so before we continue, please, we would like us to move forward, those of us seated at the back, because of the picture quality. Please, we'd like us to move forward, especially at this end. Can we all move to, just move very, very forward? Even those in front, like second row, can move to the front as well. And let us just fill up the middle parts. Thank you so much. And can we celebrate ourselves once again? We are all looking very beautiful this morning. We're looking beautiful, we're looking handsome, we're looking well put together, and it's a great pleasure to be in your front. Because I'll also be handing over to the MCs. I just came here to stand in for them. Okay, so next we'll be having you. I'll just say wonderful poets, beautiful poets, amazing poets. Can we clap for him, please? Can we clap for him as he comes forward? And then we have 2 more slots and we are done.
Thank you. My name is Timothy Olani, and the title of my spoken word piece is Evolve. Evolve is what I knew I needed to do before I get involved with the girl of my dreams. I was resolved to never settle for the less. I knew I had a lot to give, so I could never settle for a mess of a woman who could only offer to me at best. For that is trivial, as the size of her chest or the width of her pelvis cannot sustainably impress even if she moves and turns like a python, although she doesn't finesse. That's because I'm a hard man to impress. I'm a man of activities, always guiding, staying focused, undistracted by backsides and chest. Wisdom said to carry your course on time, and I just in mind with his teach. So son, listen to this teacher teach. Remember now the days of your youth, boy, listen to this preacher preach. These are words of wisdom you should buy. This is Solomon's talk. Sell it not. Treasure this words coming to you from Solomon's porch. Let this word be a lamp unto your feet, illuminate your path with this torch. Run away from the adulterous man, for the coast with look on your laps will perpetually scorch. Because it is time for you to evolve. Guard your loins, buckle your belt, and strengthen for your resolve. Dissolve your lust into love and passion for purpose. Absolve yourself of past sins, and let what's broken to the wind. Sort yourself out, solve your problems, and grind till you win. Then grin when you do, for you deserve to be happy for how far you will have come. You will have successfully weathered the raging storm. These are perilous times, son. Don't conform to the norm. Don't be pressured to perform. Be transformed by the renewal of your farm. Let your attitude be right. Light candles at dusk, and let your mind be bright. Like a light, rise up early before anyone else, and put on the armor to stay guiding all day, all night. For surely you'll be alright. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now everybody suddenly wants to speak. I was begging you in the beginning, so now you have to beg me. If you beg me with small phones, you will come up here on the stage. Well, next up, let's have Jesu Yimika. Please let's clap for her. She comes. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Quick question. Have you ever spoken the truth and you regretted speaking the truth? Like, maybe someone asked you a question and you just said the answer, but at the end of the day, they hurt you against you. Has it ever happened to you? Someone is raising her hand. Okay, the title of my poem is A Million Deaths, and it's about whistleblowers who are not protected in Nigeria. There's currently no law that protects whistleblowers, and this poem is advocating for that. Okay, I died a million times even before my tongue could chew the sound of my mother tongue piece by piece or taste its beauty. I thought language was beautiful. What more could it give me than this cup of tears? I prayed it would pass over me, yet it never did. This tongue I have spoken has cost me more than gold, freedom, peace, the essence of living and all the joys in it. Above all, life. When I say I died a million times, it is not a death of flesh but of truth. speak the truth. What did I do to deserve this? What more can I do for my lips to be gagged in this prison of hate? Just because I watch crude ends drip with oil, scooping tomorrow like it was theirs alone end. I choose to speak over the silence of thieves. I live in this part of the world where applause is called protection. But this ovation cannot stand to guard me. Lady Justice stands in courtrooms of my country. A blindfold was never forged with my name on it. She came to see us, never learned to save us. She came to murder Lord with equity. But when it gets to my turn, the truth is murdered before it crawls out of my guts. So I petition, not to wars, but to ends that can lay bricks, system, policies that policemen into speaking right and protect those who speak truth. I ask for a signet to be laid on the back of justice. Let my whistle blow light without the fear of who knows. Let the law learn how to keep its witnesses safe. So when people ask me, what does the law say? I know the 2026 whistleblower constitution see me. It is hereby declared, no person, entity, or institution shall harass, intimidate, or retaliate against those who speak truth. Anyone going against this law shall be severely punished. Courts, arise. Thank you. Can we all arise? She said, courts, arise. So we're actually supposed to arise. Is a round of applause for her again. Okay, up next now we have Hans. Let me bother your name. Please just come forward and pronounce your name yourself. Yes. The guy in glasses. Can we clap for him, please? After this, we have one more. Then I hand over to our wonderful host. Can we clap for our MCs? They are here now. So beautifully dressed.
Hello, good morning, everybody. My name is Edis Brown. I was initially just supposed to stay hidden, but I get tempted to do this. How many of us love fashion here? Thank you. So I've seen lots of beautiful faces, amazing dresses, so I decided to just do this piece I wrote about fashion. I hope you like it. Would you love to hear a story? No, don't worry, it's neither long nor boring. Hold my hands and let's travel down memory lane. Let's take a walk down the path of history to the Garden of Eden, with beautiful creation of creatures created by the uncreated Creator, where man was clothed with just the clay of his skin, and his woman with the mountains of her hips. Remember the taste of her lips. So remember the day the forbidden fruit was bitten and eaten. Then, with just leaves, they covered their God-given endowment after taking that which was forbidden. That brought about the fashion evolution, which has changed with the tides and changing of every generation. From leaves to skins to raffias and jeans, denims, satins. Every fabric has a story it tells. Every color has a feeling it brings. Every thread has a wound it heals. Every button has a void it fills. Just like every dress has a body to dress. They say that life is a fashion show and the streets is your runway. So daily we strut, sashay, horsewalk, catwalk, and even moonwalk on the streets of time. We need no stage or runway. The sun is our light and your eyes our camera. So we go into action with hips swaying in motion, step by step, shoulders back, arms by our side, heads held high. Left, right, left, right. There goes the passing of time as we move in harmony with the melody. Wearing your favorite brands, Chanel, Gucci, Versace, Balenciaga, Fendi, oh my, it's a world of ecstasy. Can you see the beauty in our heights, our size, our thighs, elegance, attitude? So get immersed in the glitz and glam, get mesmerized by our charm as we strike poses that hypnotize, making 360 degrees turns, double takes, short strikes,
Long strides, bright smiles, you mark time with heels higher than your ego. No, don't fall. It doesn't matter the backlash or setbacks or fingers pointing. We just keep moving till you've had a taste of our world. Introducing you to the creation of amazing designers. Teaching you that life is too short to wear boring clothes. So look your best from your head to your toes. From your hair to your nails, your clothes and your clothes and your accessory. The neck piece and earrings, let them enhance your figurine. Splash the colors, conceal your pain. Ladies and gentlemen, lovers of fashion, embrace fashion. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Love is a fashion. Embrace fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure being here this morning. And I have not said my name. My name is Josephine Adetula. And people should clap for me now. They're not trying since. Thank you. So my name is Josephine Adetula. You can check me up on Instagram at @depend_evangelist. I create good content, right? So be serious now. People should see people that follow me say yes now. Hey, thank you. So I create good content and I'd love to connect with all of you. And before we go into the next session where I'll be handing over to I've mentioned them like 50 times now, our beautiful MCs, the beautiful Miss Adeshewa. Can we clap for her? And also the beautiful Miss Vivian. I would like Faith to close up this mic drop session for us. We will also be having a next part of mic drop sessions where we have spoken word artists come and read their poems out to us just to inspire us and educate us. But for now, this will be closed. And anyone that wants to say their poems should go and meet the real MCs and the real hosts. Do you understand that? Do we understand that? Yeah, so now let's clap for Faith as she comes forward for the last spoken word mic, and I'm dropping my mic to here. Mic drop. Should I drop the mic? So as I'm dropping the mic now, our MCs will be the one picking it up. And please make sure you enjoy yourself. Make sure you listen to everything that you've been learning today. Make sure you connect with new people, meet new people. As I mentioned now that my name on Instagram is @depend_evangelist. Go and search for it. Let us become mutuals. God be with you till we meet again. Bye guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Faith, also known as Pinky the Poet. And the title of my poem today is Who Am I Creating For? I used to create from my chest, from that place where breath meets truth. Before algorithm became my landlord and validation started charging rent. Before we didn't like it became louder than do I feel it. See, there is a war inside every creative. Not the kind you see on the news, but the silent one, where your gift is standing in the middle and two voices are dragging it by the hands. One says, create what sells. The other whispers, create what heals. And you're standing there like a child of divorce, forced to choose who to live with. Because tell me, how do you explain to your passion that passion no longer pays the bill? How do you tell your art, I beg shift small, let me survive first? So you start adjusting, small. You water it down, trim your truth, filter your voice until your originality becomes a version your audience can swallow. And they clap, yes, they clap, but deep down you can hear your real self coughing in the background because you know this is not you. This is content. This is performance. This is survivor dressed like purpose. Identity crisis is not just, I don't know who I am. Sometimes it is, I know who I am, but I can't afford to be that person. So you post what trends, write what sells, say what you want to hear, and slowly you become a stranger to your own voice. Tell me, how did creativity become a negotiation? When did we start begging the world to accept the very thing that was given to us freely? And now, every time you create, you are asking, we didn't like it. Instead of, is this me? You are losing yourself in the presence of being seen. But hear me, The world may reward what is popular, but your soul only responds to what is real. So yes, create to survive. We understand that this is Nigeria, but don't forget to create to live. Because the day your art no longer sounds like you, the applause will feel like noise. And you will realize too late that you built a platform that abandoned your identity. So I ask, when the crowd goes silent, when the legs disappears, when nobody is watching, who are you creating for? Thank you.
Hello everyone. Hi everyone. I can hear our voice. Can you all hear me? At least let us talk loud now. Hi everyone. How is our day going? Why? Why are we mumbling? Can't we just like... The energy is very low, ba?
Very low.
It's so low.
Hi everyone. Hi, still low.
Very low.
Hi everyone. Yes. Okay, follow. Hi everyone. Now you're speaking my language. Thank you.
All right. Me, I'm not like the energetic one. Here we are very corporate. We are very demure, but
No, I'm not demure.
I never say you're not demure.
For two shades, do you know?
Never.
Oh, should I go demure? Is that what you want? I can do both.
Maybe. All right, so this is us welcoming you on board for this amazing program. And I really can't wait to unpack what's about to go down here from the convener. First and foremost, we need to give it up for everyone who have spoken so far. I mean, did you hear those spoken words? They are powerful. Especially that guy that spoke on fashion. My God! I loved it. I loved it so much. So, let's clap for ourselves before we go on.
Okay, so my name is Adeshawa Alagbala. You can call me Adeshawa, and
My name is Vivian Adenijo, and you can call me Vivian. Very simple and short.
so we are compares and we'll be anchoring this event. Thank you all for coming. We just want to ask you guys some questions. Who is the curator of this event? It's so low. Who?
Why is energy very down? Please, can we just lift up a little, like a little?
Who is the creator of this event? Okay, great, thank you. So I'm assuming that we know something about Kemi, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she's a lot to actually unpack. She's creating. Have you seen her speak? Oh my, the first time I heard Kemi speak, I had to pause. Like, I was listening to it on a friend's phone. I was like, hold up, what's going on here? And having to have her create this is actually very interesting. The fact that we get to see emerging poets come here and then they are able to actually showcase their talents is amazing. I can't wait for them to go on a global stage and then just showcase all that they have in store.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful. I mean, curating an event is always like interesting. My own encounter with Kemi is slightly different.
Okay,
Yeah,
tell
the
me about
first
it.
time I got to know her physically, I've been seeing her online, you know. But the first time I got to see her physically was at an event, and she was one of the judges. And she was very strict.
Wow.
Yes. So when I saw her, I was like,
I've not seen that part of her before, sure.
I'm telling you, it was very interesting to watch because I was
anchor of the event. So I kept on looking at her. I'm like, wow. She would stand up, read the rules, and all the poets would just be like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. But at the end of the day, she gave like analyses that were really impactful and touching. And then I went to check her videos online. I was like, oh, damn.
I mean, there's this particular one she did. There's this particular video she did. Try to remind me of one of her poets.
Does anybody want to remind us?
Please.
What? Shine.
Can you like come on stage and just give us like 2 lines from it?
Just say
Just
it.
come.
I'll echo it for you. Why are you shy? You came to give us presentation just now.
Why are you shy?
The veil was torn by Jesus so you can shine. Akwemini hurarami.
I know that line. Yes. Akwemini mi ororami. Do you know what that means?
Akpimini. I mean, I was called.
Okay.
I was called. I didn't send myself. What are you expecting? What are you expecting?
No. I mean, you're Vivian.
So I don't understand you, but is that what you're trying to say?
That's beautiful to know. Okay, so I would want a few of us to tell us what they know about Kemi. Like, why are you here? You know, everybody, you know some people. You might know somebody on Instagram, or you might know somebody as a friend, but the person doesn't have the capacity to pull you to their event. We all know, we know somebody that is doing an event, but you did not attend, right? But you know, but we know some people that we know and we can attend their events. So I want some of us to tell us
One or two people about chemistry.
You can volunteer. If you don't volunteer, I'll
We'll call you.
Yeah, and you can tell the person beside them to nominate. This is how you nominate. You don't have to let the person know. Just like this.
Just points. It's simple as ABC.
So who wants to tell what they know about Kemi? Somebody has been nominated. Oh my God. Okay, you can start for us. Do we have a runner? Okay, we don't. Yes, you've been nominated. Congratulations. Yeah, please, encourage him.
Okay, it's good. Thank you.
All right. My name is Samuel. I've known Kemi for 12 years now, since 2013. So we attend the same university. Surprisingly, the accent kind of Kemi went to a public university. All right, and she was my assistant class rep while I was a class rep for the 4 years, and she's been lovely.
That's
very, very intelligent lady. She studied political science, and back then in class, we were always battling with questions and answers with the lecturers. And I'm happy I'm here, still here, standing with Kemi and being friends with her.
Wow, that's a long year coming. All right, we need one more person.
A lady this time.
Should we start calling? Picking.
Nominate a lady.
Let's just pick. Mini, mani, mo. Ma.
Yes.
Over to you, Ma.
Please give her a round of applause as she makes her way to the stage.
Okay.
Hello everyone.
Hello, ma'am.
My name is Feishola Arigbamo. Actually, I met Kemi recent. You understand? So we spoke. She asked me of my identity. I met her inside the bus. Public transport. While coming, I was going to phase 1. She dropped at Agongi. So in the middle of I don't talk to people when I'm inside public transport. But I don't know what happened that day. I just tried to talk to her. And during our conversation, I discovered that she asked me of my identity. I told her I have a foundation. I cater for the widows and also less privileged. And I said, wow, so that's good. And she told me about her identity. We didn't really talk at length, but for the period of time we talked, I discovered she's a very intelligent lady. She is a very, very intelligent. She's highly inspirational. And God is taking her places. So when she called me for this program, I was like, Hey, I have so many things to do. I said, okay, I'll find a way to come for this program. And she told me that, hope I don't mind my foundation to be part of these partners and also. I said, no problem. And that's how I'm here today.
Oh, we're so glad to have you, Ma. We are very glad to have you. So, for every meaningful space you see today begins with a vision. And I'm sure there's a vision as to why Kemistree is doing this. There's a reason as to why she has put all of this together. And what we are stepping into today was not created by chance, right? It was shaped with intention, depth, and artistic clarity. Our convener is a creative force. When I say force, say force. Like when I say force, say force. I mean, Kemistree is a force. Kemistree is a big force, and I see the things she do, and then I'm like, okay, all right, I love this. And she's a creative force in the Nigerian spoken word and literary space. A poet, a curator, and a voice committed to expression and storytelling. She has been instrumental in shaping platforms where words come alive, voices find meaning, and every word Kemi actually speaks, there's actually a deeper meaning to it. You don't listen to Kemi's poet and then you remain the same. God is
Baptizes you.
Like it has a way of bringing you to life. It awakens something within you. It does something to your spirit. And I can't really remember that particular poetry, but I think I've listened to that poet more than 10 times. Why? Because it does something to me. I don't know why I really can't remember. Maybe because, I have eyes is not smiling at me. People are not smiling. And there's something Kemi poet does to you. So if you've not listened to her poetry, please do. Go on her page, Kemistree _Bakari, and just dwell in what she on her page. You'll be blown away by what she does. All right, over to you.
Okay, so I think Kemi is in the room. Everybody, your hands cannot be busy right now.
With a standing ovation, actually.
Your hands cannot be busy.
Can we be on our feet?
Be on our feet with a
Please be on our feet?
applause. Please make welcome the amazing, the
Beautiful.
lovely,
The creating.
the beautiful,
Oh my God.
inspirational.
That was
Why is she
disgrace.
looking so cute over there? What's going on?
And that gown is looking very good on her. Should we
Like,
steal
she's so
it?
beautiful. Like, come on.
Should we steal it? It will size us. What do you think?
I mean, comparing myself, I don't think it's gonna size me.
It will size me.
I can go to the tailor to amend it.
No, it's for me. I saw it first.
No, what? Hello?
Hi.
I can amend it.
Don't spoil the clothes. It's for me. Don't worry. Anyways, let's make welcome the one and only Kemistree.
Kemistree. If people don't call her name, she won't come out.
You're not even clapping and you're not even standing.
Everybody with a standing ovation.
Can you be on our feet?
And let's chant it. Kemistree.
Kemistree.
Akwemi mi ò rọra mi. Thank you. Let's go. Let me hear.
See, she gets here, please.
It's a question I'm not saying it. That's why she's not.
She's not coming because you're not saying it, though.
Isn't it funny that I'm
Let's
not
make it
hearing
louder,
that?
please. They're getting there.
I think I'm giving it to this
This side,
right now.
I'm not hearing anything from this
I'm not
side.
hearing anything from here. My friend, you're looking at me. I'm not hearing anything. You have to keep saying it for her to come out.
She's not even hearing us. That's the point. That's why she's not coming.
Kemistree. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Who can rap here? I think it's a good beat. Hello.
I like the sound of it. Can we make a music out of this?
Yeah. Start.
Kemistree. Let's go. Kemistree. Let's go. Let's go. Kemistree.
Please don't let me embarrass my music
All right.
Okay, I think Kemi is trying to find our way here, but thank you all.
Thank you so much for honoring her.
Come with that lovely chant.
Thank
we
you so
appreciate
much.
you. Okay, before Kemi finds her way here, let's just do this quick thing. Is there any of us, I mean, just raise up your hand. Is there any of us that is acquainted with literature? Like you know literature to some extent?
Like the back of your hand, actually.
Anybody? I mean, when I say literature, it could be that you love drama, storytelling, poetry, you know, prose, drama, anyone. But you know some art of... Okay, I think this nomination of the theme
is not working, but... I will still talk about it. I didn't shy to come up. I didn't shy to come up or raise up your hand.
No. You see, bravery comes when you choose to do something, and it's faith, actually. You don't necessarily have to exact all the details. Just
all you need to do is just say, I'm here. Oh, finally, she's here. You're welcome.
It's so gorgeous.
So we're talking about your gown, and we said it's so fine. So the question is, when are you washing it? Like, when are you having it washed? You are the gown.
Who are you going to? I mean, I can't.
It's my size. Oh, what a blessing to be slim. It's a blessing. All right, you're welcome. And over to you, Mama.
Okay. The opening speech is supposed to be something I'll be supposed to read. Okay. It's something I'm supposed to read. Please, hold on. I'm sorry, please. Please, can you change my mic? All right. So can you hear me now? All right. My name is Bakari Islamiyat, popularly known as Kemistree Bakari. Welcome to the Human of God Fest. What I really want to say to all of us is that, one, to be human is to be humane. To be human is to have a large heart. Not rigid. To be humanly human is to understand that you are both male and female in one body. You are capable of nurturing and capable of managing. You are capable of leading and being a visionary. No matter the box you are fit into, the box, our body, that you are time-bound into, either a male or a female, it is the culture that encourages us to think of ourselves as a half-human being. I'm only a male, but you are capable of being a male and a female, which means you are capable of nurturing, and at the same time, you are capable of being a visionary. So these are some of the pathways that led us away from humanity by trying to find ourselves, the other version of ourselves, in another person. Like you're looking for a partner because I am a female. I need that energy, I need that vision from a male. And being a man, you think that you cannot be nurturing because you're a man in a society. But God originally gave birth to you, created you to have the opportunity to nurture and at the same time to carry vision. I'm jumping, okay? So the version of us that is in a continuous restraint from what we are told to be in a gender box cannot be, the version of us that's supposed to be the continuous restraint is the one that the society has socialized us into. As a male box, nurturing is not your duty. It is a female makeup. And as a female box, being a visionary is far from the scope of your faculty because society said so. This is how we are socialized into half of what we are created to be. So today, I am reminding us that we are capable, just like God can be a mother that cannot deny our own child. At the same time, be God the Father. The same way you are created to nurture and to carry vision at the same time. Thank you very much, and welcome to the Human of God Festival.
Thank you so much. The same way you've been nurtured to carry vision. No, I'm a very strong advocate of vision carriers. I strongly believe in the fact that we exist for a reason. We are made for a reason. Each and everybody here is a prayer answered for a particular solution to a particular problem. And if you only see yourself as that, you need to start seeing yourself as that from this very moment. Your existence is because someone prayed you into existence. Your existence is because someone pleaded with God to give a solution to a particular problem. So if you've not discovered what your vision is, you need to start doing that ASAP. I mean, that suits me better, you know.
Okay. Who wants to say, from what she said and from what Kemi said, who wants to give probably one line that he choose? One line that got to you. Just one line. One thing that you heard from what Kemi just said and what Vivian said. I'm a very I mean, you have to interact with me. That's how I roll. That's how I work. Okay? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
The stage is yours.
Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm not a poet. Yeah, so she said that so many times we box ourselves just because of our gender. We believe that I'm a man and these are the things that I'm just, or this is what the society has turned me into. And as a woman, this is what I'm meant to be. But she also said that we are meant to come out of our boxes, fighting against the societal metrics and believing in ourselves, even beyond our gender, beyond what we see ourselves to be, and fighting against societal metrics. That's what
Thank you very much for sharing that.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
That was so straight to the point.
Exactly.
Unlike poet people, they'll be going like this,
Hello.
I'm just greeting you people. It's just a way of saying hi to the house. Thank you.
Thank you. I was talking about literature the other time, right? Right? Can we hear me? Okay. I was talking about literature the other time, and I was asking the audience who knows something about literature. See, I actually believe that everybody has probably even a little knowledge of what literature is, especially poetry, even though it seems like it's one big thing. I mean, growing up, who does not know Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
How I wonder what you
Oh yeah,
are.
confess. You don't know Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Raise up your hand.
I want
If
to
you
see.
know Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, raise
I'm
up
looking
your
out
hand.
for those who don't know it. I want to ask what year they were born.
If you know Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, raise up your hands. Wow! I think it's just a few people that know Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. If you know that, that's a poem. Do you know? It's a rhyme. So you can't say that you don't know anything about. I mean, some of us, when we're growing up, grandma, grandpa, probably your dad or your mom or this person in your family tells you stories, right? Right? Exactly. That's literature. You don't know. Some of
Those
stories are
moonlight,
fiction.
twin lights that we are being told.
Exactly.
Story. It's time for story. And those the ones our mothers will tell us before we go to bed.
Actually.
What's that called? The ones our mothers tell us before we go to bed.
Sing the lullaby.
Yeah, what would we clarify as that? Maybe I'll just take literature class to understand you people more.
Yeah. But right now, the energy from you guys
is low.
Somehow low. So
It's
we need
draining
to charge
me.
it. We need to charge it. Either we plug it to the light or we use power bank. We need to charge it. Okay.
How many watts of power bank do we need to do this? Because it's actually very low.
So I will be coming down to you. We'll come to you
It
guys.
feels like the way we are up is giving them heart attack. Let's go down.
We'll come to you. So this is what we are going to do. As I've explained, any rhyme that you know, if your face is beautiful or handsome, I can just come to you. Or, you know how we nominate, right? You can just do like this, and then I go to the person. So when I
Nominate your
come to
enemies as
you-
well, but don't have one.
When I come to you, what you are going to do is to recite any poem that you... Hey, point of correction. Any rhyme. Point of correction. Any song that you know growing up. Let me give you the examples of the type of song so that we are in context. For example, we are H-A-P-P-Y.
Happy.
We are H-A-P-P-Y.
I know you know that one.
We know we are
sure
we are H-H-P-P-Y. Happy. So when I come to you, twinkle, twinkle, like any.
All right.
Shout.
Let's pick film. Hi, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am. Like, I know you're not like of our Gen Z generation, but can you give us like those rhymes you sing while growing up? Ma? You can remember?
H-I-P for the hip.
For the hippopo. Let's chorus it if you know it.
P-O for
For
the
the-
hippopo and T-M for the hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
Wow, that sounds like... Wow, that takes me like memory lane. Hippopotamus. All right. Who really remembers that rhyme very well? Like, that's who really very well.
I used
You say what?
I used to do that hippopo rhyme wrong.
But the problem is, can we really spell it?
What do you mean? Everybody, let's spell hippopotamus. What's that?
Okay. Don't sing it, oh! Don't sing it! No. Don't sing it! Spell it out!
Let's spell it, please. Thank you.
All right. Okay, over to the next person. Now
Wait,
let's go, a
I have a
guy.
confession to make.
All right.
Do you know there's this thing that we recite? They taught us to recite in primary school. Okay, primary school. That the days in a month, right? 30 days at September, April, June, and November. Oh, the rest. Do you know that up to now? If I'm in a month, I'm like, okay, how many days?
I'm guilty as charged.
So I think that those rhymes or those songs are
They actually helped
very
us.
helpful. Very
They
helpful.
were very, very helpful, actually.
How I wonder what you are up above the
Like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Oh my God.
Up above the sky, so like it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Vivian, do you want to nominate somebody?
Yes. My eyes is doing konkuno, konkuno. I want to pick
I already have a
somebody.
candidate I want to nominate.
I have a candidate, actually. Over to you, ma.
I would have sung Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, but please help me out. Okay, Mary has a little lamp, little lamp, little lamp. Mary has a little lamp. I'm sorry, I don't know all the songs like that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The last person I will nominate.
But this time, the one. Oh, glory, glory, glory to the Lord.
Oh, glory, glory, glory to the Lord. Okay, that's good. Thank
Ma,
you.
complete that song. Don't shorten it.
Okay, we're going to do something else real quick.
All right.
We know literature, and this is just what we're going to do.
There's this other one too. Like it's a game. Tinko, 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 koloko, tinko. That one too is very, very interesting. I mean, aside from the game parts, the songs.
What else do you think? Vivian, you want us to do tinko?
Yes, I mean, those things actually has a way of rejuvenating you. It awakens your child mood, and you're just like, I just want to be a baby again, you know.
Yeah, they're quite nostalgic. That's good. But okay, for this one, so most of us are going to talk now, because I know some.
So I don't think if you're going to be an introvert, please go outside, show it outside, and come back inside.
Well, I consider that. It's just that no shades to introverts here, but like we're all children of God, so we can function wherever we find ourselves.
Wow, by the sorts of the world. Amen. Hallelujah.
Okay, so this is what I want to say. When I come to you with the microphone, you say one line. Please let's listen to the instruction. You say one line. Then the next person that talks says a line that makes sense. I mean, that has meaning, that is connected to the previous line. Do we understand?
Yes, I get what you're saying. All right.
Today is a bright day.
Day it is bright.
No,
I didn't get that part. Okay, it's not compulsory. I heard.
To use the last word that I
All right.
ended with. But you can just say a line. What we want to do is that we want the audience to actually create a poem. Do you get? That's
Okay.
the idea. So if I say a line, somebody else will say another line. But please don't say something that is so far from what we've been building.
All
Do you
right.
get? Except, like, you can be creative about it. We know poets, right? Where you are saying you are talking about something, but you're actually using it as an extended metaphor for something else. That's understandable. But don't go far away from the theme. And everybody is actually going to talk. We're all creating this poem, whether you like it or yes.
So it's been, for those who don't understand, are we picking from the theme, or we are speaking words from whatever it is you said, and then we just continue with it?
No, I'm not the person starting it. Anybody can start it. Wherever
Okay. Now I feel like we should start from here, so it actually moves on to the audience, make it much more easier for them to understand and to flow with.
Okay, that's great.
All right. I'm lost.
I'm lost. Okay. Is that the first sentence?
Yes.
Okay. But I'm looking up to the hill for help.
Just say anything. Doesn't have to be a complete sentence. Ah, sir, you are shy. What's your name?
So what we're doing is everybody is actually say a line. So we're trying to make a poem. Yes. So if you say that I'm lost, and I said, but I'm looking up to you for my help. So you have to say something that's in relation to what has been said previously. Do we all understand? Do you have a question? You said no.
Should we start again just for them to understand better?
Precious, do you have a question? Of course, who doesn't know it's very precious? So that's. Let's
All right.
start.
You bear a name. Bigger than name, bigger than ability, control. Check.
but I shine bright like the star that I am.
Okay.
A name that will outlive generations.
A name that will outlive generation.
By which we are called.
That's deep. Oh, deep. Very deep.
For the greater good.
For the greater good.
Should not be.
Goodness should not be gender-based.
Based on this, I don't know why you passed this.
Actually, we actually in the room filled up poets. All of this poetic expression.
Here is dark. We're being molded by darkness, but I live in it, and I'm waiting at the end of the tunnel to find it. So,
As how now?
What?
but she ended here. Here is dark. We're being molded by darkness. At the end of the tunnel, we'll find the light, but we keep pushing.
I'll find our way.
We can find our way.
But what's the essence? We're all going to die someday.
But what's the essence? We are all going to die someday.
She's not talking about dates. Jesus. Amen.
The day we never imagined.
The day we never imagined it could be. Oh, the day we never imagined.
Exactly.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Me too, I'm telling you. Seriously? That's what we're adding to the poem. Okay, let's give ourselves a round of applause. We have all tried. We created a poem successfully.
Oh, now the problem is how to put them together.
We'll compile it.
Okay. All right. So I think we are moving on to the next thing on the agenda, because there's no time on our side, and we are on a speedboat.
Do we have Ajibola Habib? Ajibola Habib. Okay. Do we have Rez? Rez. Okay. So right about now, we are going to have Rez come give us a performance and have speech for us.
Hi.
Everybody say, Rez, we love you. He won't come up, oh. Say, Rez, we love you.
At least show him love.
We want to hear you speak. So, please, round of applause for Rez as he makes his.
Let's actually clap for him, at least to encourage him. All right. All right then. Okay, we'll do just that.
All right.
We're so sorry for the mix-up. We are very sorry.
Do we have Tiwa Macaulay? Okay, right now, what we're going to do is, if you have a poem that you would like to perform, signify. If you have a poem or anything you'd like to say, anything you know will impact the next person, and you want to share. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Come up. You can clap for her. It takes a lot of courage. Come up.
The title of the poem is Heroes to Make Us Heroes. I'm standing here, letting go of every fear at the assembly you're sent, prepared to declare words capable of absorbing tears. Shall we continue to fight into the ring of fear by the spring of insensitivity when Zoe has made our reality? How long shall we declare with our heart that we are to reign as kings if our hearts are far away from the mysteries of the kingdom? Oh, we claim to be born of God, yet we easily burn out in the presence of God. But I know a God who picks a man from the mighty clay and sets him on the rock to stay, choosing the qualified and qualifying to choose it in a split second. Out of the void, we are the ones choosing as the ultimate creation by the divine instinct of the Creator that wasn't created, and we became the centerpiece of his creation. The Master made a perfect piece, and we are the masterpiece he made. He picked the pieces from the dust to make us and cleanse us from our rusty flaws, but the truth was imposed by the Trinity. This transfer led Jesus to the cross. The Father allowed his Son become a sacrificial lamb for the lost. So sometimes when you feel downcasted, dejected, or unqualified, the enemies try to defy us with his lies that gratifies our weakness. But Jesus' meekness means our forgiveness. The only time we complain about crisis is when we forget about who Christ is. I say, the only time we complain about crisis is when we forget about who Christ is. Christ, the immortal, decided to exist as mortal just to combat the scourge of sin and death. The immortal fight the mortal combat till death. That is why death could not subdue him. The human iniquities could not defeat him. The Jewish calendar could not predict him. The whole world could not stop him, because in him we live and move and have our being. He was mocked and flogged and nailed on the cross. This baby born in a manger fought for a good cause. For consecration of our souls, he renewed our worth. When he tried to call the Father, please set up this cause, forgetting magazines and blogs as the greatest escape. When he rose from the grave, he ended the war. Because if Jesus had commanded to come and restore, he gave us everything we lost and gave us so much more. He was mocked and flogged and nailed on the cross. This baby born in a manger fought for a good cause. For consecration of our souls, he renewed our worth. When he tried to call the Father, please set up this cause, forgetting magazines and blogs as the greatest escape. When he rose from the grave, he ended the war. But if Jesus had commanded to come and restore, he gave us everything we lost and gave us so much more. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, can you give her another round of applause? Encourage her, please. All right, thank you. Thank you. Do we have anyone else? Anyone else wants to bless us? All right. Please put your hands together for that beautiful lady over there.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Stella Bry, and I'd like to present original titled Throw the Map to the Wind. We grow up with threads of expectation tied into the fabrics of our lives. Society adds us a map, an unwritten book on what success, happiness, and fulfillment should look like. To be a child for 10 years. Start thinking of the future at 12. Dream big at 14. Know what you want at 16. Design your vision board at 17. Rule your world at 18. And success should come by 21. One day you should have a family by 25. Don't forget that. Have your own family by 25. We're taught to measure life by milestone. But somewhere along the line, we forget that the map isn't ours to follow. It's someone else's. We tie our world to the timelines they set. Chasing dreams that were never truly ours. And we forget. We forget that God, the author of our story, wrote a path unique to us. Not for others to define, not for the ideas to confine. So dear friend, laugh when you can. But there will come days when the weight of the world makes joy feel distant. When laughter is the hardest thing to find. Go on adventures that will make staying back think you stayed back. Take yourself to nature's dance floor and let the water pour downfall leave you drink. Treat each soul you meet as though today is your last shared moment. Go into the world, throw that map to the wind and unwind. Join your part in the sand and carve your best memories in stand. But true peace comes when we untangle ourselves from the threads of expectations others create on our journey. Thank you.
You can make it better. Please put your hands together for yourselves. Thank you. Do we have anyone else? Okay, so we've had two ladies. I'm sorry, but we've had two ladies. Right? No, okay, I love this man. He's a gentleman. When I grow up, I want to be like you. Okay, please put your hands together for our beautiful lady over here.
Hello everyone. I get an I. Alright, so my name is Esther Geshte, but you can call me Domitable. Title of this poem is If Your Life Were a Book. So it's in commemoration to World Book Day. It was on the 3rd of April. You're in chapter 20, 30, 40. And every year is a chapter with 305 pages. Each one waiting to be written with short reasons why you should be intentional with every stage. I understand the storms. I know the chapters arrive written in a strange language. But before you plead another page and call it norms, I plead that your plot twist is the genre that reveals a stage. Because readers will one day open you to own your story, live a life so true, become the biography of your own glory. Dear author, when it's finally the end, what's that one message you anything send? Thank you.
Please put your hands together for our brother over here. Put your hands together for him, please. It's not easy.
All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I say good morning, good afternoon, rather. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, I'll be talking about my first heartbreak, and I hope we'll pick one or two from it. My first heartbreak looked just like me. It had my face, had everything about me. In fact, I was a replica of him. You might be thinking my first heartbreak was done by a woman. No, but my first heartbreak was done to me by my father. He left the very moment I needed him. Life was snatched out of him the very moment I needed him. I remember when last we shared together and then he told me he was coming back. But he made a promise he never kept. So I had to look at him and try to understand why truly did he leave? Why truly did he allow life take away something that means so much to me? We took a race to the bakery, but he never made it back. Guess who is the breadwinner now? Me. I have to now fend for myself and fend for the family that he has left behind. Maybe part of me resents him. Maybe part of me did not forgive him for what he did. But I try to understand that life wasn't something he totally has in his hand. And maybe life wasn't even something he has control over. So then again, I have to learn to forgive him. Pain is something we cannot circumvent. But pain was left to me as a souvenir. I wear my broken heart as my souvenir, and I wear it so much, pressing it to my heart and trying to see that if there is something I can have to offer. But then again, I want to be better than him and be present for my children and not leave pain as a legacy. I want to be able to see and understand that truly there is something to offer than just becoming a father. My first heartbreak was my father. I'm being told to learn my mother's tongue, but I watch how my mother sold her tongue to my father. So how truly can she even find herself if she has sold her identity to a man that maybe never treated her properly? But then again, I have to just understand that maybe loving her the way he loved her was the best way he could. Maybe him presenting himself that very way was just the way he could. And then this made me understand that somehow we look at people to learn how not to be like them, but to be better than them. We learn how to watch people to learn, to unlearn. And then again, I love my father, but yet I still resent him. He's my first heartbreak, but yet my first love. Because he loved me in ways that my tongue cannot understand. He left a springing root inside of me. But though even though I passed my gene, I still want to understand that there are better ways to love. And if I ever have to love again, I would not give my wife hope to drink from a chipped glass. But rather, I will give her hope from a world that is never ending. I will make her understand that I am a splitting image of my father, but I am a better version. Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for yourself. So, one more time, we want to thank you for being patient with us. Thank you for making it here. You know, Lagos is actually stressful. Lagos is stressful. So, if on your way here, you were stressed out by the Lagos road, please, let me see your hands up. Tomorrow is Sunday. That's a good testimony to have in church. Right? So, when the pastor says, if you have a testimony, come out. Claim, say you don't get testimony. You actually do have a testimony. You know, making it going and coming every single day, especially on the Lagos road. It's not something that easy. So please put your hands together for yourself one more time. All right. And does anyone else have something to share before we go into the panel session? Okay. Before the MCs, the host come in, let's have one more person. Please put your hands together for the beautiful poet Mo.
Hi everyone, I'm Poet Mo, and the title of my piece is To Truly Heal, Healing's Recipe. They say to heal, you must learn to love yourself. But I've learned deeper truth. To truly heal, you must love what broke you. Not love as in desire, but love as mercy in ends, learning new ways to hold compassion. But hear me. Anything that could break you was broken long before it touched you. Don't expose your wounds to escape the feelings. Some stories tear deeper when you tell it off in ripples.
Don't go chasing the momentary high of sympathy from people who once taught you that the world is cruel, that you're weak, that pain is a proof you're alive. No, you are not sorrow's residue. You don't need half-hearted backups or a few good video clips showing you your shattered pieces like a collection of dresses. Your pain was never meant to be admired. Your pain was meant to be mended. Healing is not a place you visit to escape the feelings. It's a scab you sit with and wash with your tears. As you pick up with your lessons, a compass leading you home, leading you to becoming whole, and author again your own story. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing that amazing piece with us. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now,
Before we move on to our panel session, we have two other amazing
2 to 3
performances that would have to come on board before we actually have our panel session. And trust me, the panel session is so loaded. I mean, you can already see the chairs, and we can wait to actually dive into this discussion.
Exactly.
So before then, let's have the
Yes,
the next people.
we have to have the microphone, the mic stand.
Okay.
So they come do their spoken word as well. So give it up for the amazing. I mean, whenever I see him, I get inspired and motivated because I feel like
Tell
there's
us a
just
little about him for those of us who have not really heard about him.
Okay. So he's known for this. I don't know. I like seeing him, and there's just this thing about his hat. I mean, he has this beret that he always uses. I think it's a good thing. You know how artists have like visual appeals and things
Very
like that.
instant
So
woman,
you
start
have it
talking
too.
about the heart of a man. Watch out, there's something going
And you
on.
say you're not a poet. I say art, you say heart. That's metaphoric now.
I know.
Exactly. I'm flowing in the spirit.
Yeah, yes, you are.
Okay.
Alright.
So he's amazing. He has performed at the collaboration ceremony, and he's known for his depth. He's known for his artistry and his mastery of words. Without wasting much of our time, please make welcome the amazing Toby Adeyemi.
You're welcome.
We can do better. We can do better. Toby, where you at? The guy with the beret.
What's that particular thing about poets wearing berets? I think it's like quite obvious. Like it's like always in recurrence whenever you see a poet. They're always majority of them love wearing berets. Why?
Not majority of them.
Ma?
Probably a fraction.
Okay.
I think he's going to tell us why. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm Toby Adeyemi by name. Yeah, and she asked a question. Said, why do like poets wear beret? I have. I'm a Pan-African poet, and I believe in the total liberation and unification under scientific socialism. So the beret is a representation of Thomas Sankara. The white, on a normal day, the white is supposed to be a military clothes, but yes, to show purity for Thomas Sankara. And that's the reason the outfit there. So, the title of this poem is Lady Justice. For the past 5 centuries, we have watched how native sons set brave. Not by time, not by bullets, not by the system, but by the silence that followed after. If our ancestors were told to write a tale about today, I am sure that they will scribble the memories of a brighter future. No wonder the illuminations of our future can only reside in the past. This could be the reason why we cannot see the realities of a brighter now. The glamour, the fashion, the pain, the disdain, all reside within the memories of all that ever was, is, and ever shall be. I am the incarnate of Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah. I am the son of Patrice Lumumba,
the essence of the Sankofa. I am the physical manifestation of the ancestors' incantations. Brave warriors who built tents on the pinnacles of our conscience. The heartbeat of the new world. Not this first world of dogmatic practice that branded itself as modern civilization. These are the lost pages of our history, written in bloodbaths, death tolls, body counts, peace signs drawn in gunpowder, hope, second-hand clothes with foreign aids on camera. These are the lost pages of our history, buried beneath the earth's surface. But they have forgotten that burial ceremonies conducted for seed can only become the beginning of its germination. Like seeds, we die, decay, we are buried, but we shall germinate and rise up again to become the tree that bear forth the fruit of our liberation. Our voices have been taken over by the poisons from the injurious pinnacles of imperialism. Human beings, they say, are complex, but nature is simple. Human needs are endless, but nature is specific. This could be the reason why the most deadly sea is called the Pacific. I told you, I am the physical manifestation of the ancestors' incantation, the realities of their dreams. But I hope that these dreams do not become a nightmare in the land of the dead, because the land we were left with have now transcended from becoming kingdoms into colonial borderline, where we mistake companies for countries, executives who can't execute thieves for presidents, legislatives for lawmakers, guardians of exploitation and bad policies as businessmen and bourgeoisie. I am not who they are. They are not who I am. I am not an extension of their greed. Neither will I be a part of their blood-sucking creed that gives scholarships to bandits who derive joy in bombing schools, kidnapping our babies, feeding upon the bodies of our parents, drinking the sweat from the liquor of the bodies of our fathers in the name of capitalist profits. I am not who they are. They are not who I am. I told you, when you hear this poem, tell them that this is not just a poem. This is a protest song sung in the language that we all understand. Because I remember the proverb said by my father. My father said, home is where you lay your head. But I'm afraid to return to the home where I come from, because my head could be chopped off by headsmen and the news will never be heard. So I write this poem to the presidents of artificial boundaries, to the ministers of proletariat chauvinism, to the guardians of expectation and fake promises, guardians of the now, forbearers of the maze of injustices, speaking with sarcasms and metaphoric sentences of liberty, guarding the rusty gate of literal purity, mistaken for human empowerment and global dignity. This tent, home, beat at the heart of the now, the birthplace of human-like horses to be ridden upon with impunity, exploited, dehumanized, desensitized, raped by honey bees that beats out the plurality of human dignity for a democratic ambiguity which only exists on the terrains of crafty mental creativity. The world grumbles on its feet as it pleads for Lady Justice to clearly see how this horse of shame is being ridden by men, Homo sapiens, behaving like crazy serpents, calling upon the only vine that ought to be a divine reassurance for the liberty that we all speak of. But it appears to me that Lady Justice is blind.
Wow. That was beautiful, wasn't it? That was beautiful, wasn't it? I love the words and everything. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Toby. Right about now, we'll be moving on to the next performer. He is a man with steez and is still very humble. He's an interesting poet with no... so we'll just go ahead. His name is Divine Favor. He's an ambassador, he's a global man, he's everything. So please, let the applause keep coming. Favor Divine, the stage is yours.
Hi everyone. I'm okay. Can we do this together? How many of us still remember this? Oh, Roger is dead and gone to his grave. Perfect. All right, let's go. Oh, Roger is dead and gone to his grave. We sang these songs as kids
Not knowing Oroja was never the man in the song we sang. Oroja was never the man in the storybook but ourselves. This country is a metaphor for death, and somehow she will send all of us to the grave. It's just a matter of time. We don't know who is going next. We sang this song as kids, too blinded to realize our reality. But at least the body of Oroja made it to the grave, unlike the bodies of our own crushed on these bad roads meant to be fixed, but money flew into greedy pockets. At least the body of Oroja made it to the grave, unlike the bodies of our own rotting in prisons for crimes they know nothing about. The bodies of our own floating in the blue sea in search for greener pastures as they seek to run to foreign nations. At least the body of Oroja made it to the grave. Can't you see that this country is a metaphor for death? Do you not see how pressure has strangled your vision? Do you not see how life has been squeezed out of your dreams? This country will send us all to the grave. They say when you speak, you die. If you don't speak, you still die. So boys like me choose to speak and die. Did God not give us good luck, and foolishly we threw him away? Now we are faced with bad luck. To afford a slice of cake is now hot cake, and sometimes I doubt if the labors of our heroes past is not already in vain. Because tell me, how do we explain to the coming generation that in a land flowing with milk and honey, nagari and granite, to see the youth survive? But they say the land is green. So if this land is green, how come our brothers and sisters die in the open blue sea instead for greener pastures? Hungry belly, not fed, still use as stock to feed both bellies. Leaders of tomorrow killed by leaders of today for the mistakes they made yesterday. Do not even exempt yourself. Didn't most of us sell our vote for 2K, some for 2 cups of rice on election day? Some come out with suit and tie to tell us, the Lord have sent me to help the poor. But how come the poor cannot afford the fees from your university? Some say no to child abuse, but go ahead to marry a 3-year-old girl after 4 wives. See, this is my country. Justice has been buried in the heart of greed. No wonder when the rich now still we hail them, some still we bail them, but when the poor still we jail them. Tell me, no be juju be that. Our government officials no longer care for the victims of bomb blasts, but declare public holiday for every cow that dies in the process. Even terrorists are now recruited into the armed forces. See, this is my country, Nigeria. They say when you speak, you die. If you don't speak, you still die. So boys like me choose to speak and die because I come from a bloodline of men who are called poets. See, my mouth is a battlefield. I speak life among the dead. I speak English using figures. My mouth is a battlefield where truth must wrestle light, and in a world punctured by darkness, my tongue is offered as a burning candle to light the hopes of men. I come from a bloodline of men whom for a time like this, when pain, fear, anxiety has become a scar on the skin of our existence, my shoulders is nominated to bear the ark, shining the light of hope unto all men. Dear poets, you all should be more proud. We come from a bloodline of men slaughtered with the eyes of envy and buried in the cemetery of many minds, but my pen must stand this ground. My voice must keep echoing. I will have to sow myself as a seed and water it with my own blood so other men can harvest words of truth. Generation yet unborn can walk through corridors littered with footprints of hope. I come from a bloodline of men who dive into dangerous waters to peel off layers of secrecy and silence surrounding the truth of the now and the reality of our existence. I come from a bloodline of men whose lives have become gunshots in the night, piercing through the thick darkness of stolen destinies where leaders eat tomorrow's bread today and leave the children to hunger on empty promises. See, I come from a bloodline of men whose hands have become sledgehammers of hope, shattering through the glasses of oppression where justice is sold to the highest bidder and peace sleeps only in the bosom of the rich. I come from a bloodline of men whose fingers have become that broken chalk in classrooms where teachers are not paid and students are for the language of black. So this is why I speak. So just like Martin Luther King, I also have a dream for my nation. That irrespective of this pain, there is still hope. I have a dream that one day, national awards to local government awards will be given to men who deserve it and not thieves who bought them. I have a dream that one day, there are men and women in public offices will have as their natural instinct, the instinct to do good. I have a dream that one day, white-collar jobs can as well afford shirts with white collars. I have a dream that one day, a poet will no longer be called an artist in this land, but a prophet. For upon my tongue carry the light, upon my tongue carries truth. So I dare you all, if you're not a poet, to be a poet. But in a land where there is no God, a poet is first.
Oh my God, that was powerful. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. We have one more poet to go. We're excited to bring on board our next poet talent, and it's a fresh voice with depth, expression, and creativity. Welcome on board, JC Poa.
Go, Jay!
Where is he?
Good afternoon once again. Please, if I greet you, answer me. I get anger issues. Good afternoon once again. That's better. So, I'll be reading from my end. I'll need your attention. Riddle me this. What is the common ground between a poet, a painter, and a graffiti artist? It is that we are all expressionists, a people of flesh, skin, and blood who have mastered the art of interacting with colors. But while the painter walks around with buckets and palettes, we, the poets, anchor these colors to our souls. Different shades of emotions making easels of our spirits and body both, and history has proven a greater percentage of us will be residents of the dark spectrum. For some, it will come from a slight detour, a little diversion from the light that called you into the art in the first place, and here you are, 3 years later, judging your best works by their shades of gray. Isn't this why? Every time someone shares a poem about their depression, it ends up with either an applause or a fire emoji in their comment section. Because the depth of their punchlines matters more than the depth in their punchlines. No one sees the cuts on our wrist every time we lift our hands and surrender. No one sees our under eyes and cheeks wrinkled from holding too much salt water. No one reads between the lines enough to understand that what you call a punchline might perhaps be my lifeline. How we gaslight our lungs into believing that we are worthy of still breathing time after time. But will you blame the audience when all we know how to do is call our stories fiction for fear of having our personal lives be the subject of conversation? You see, poet overthinks his daddy issues into a poem, overthink the poem into 6 pages, overthinks all 6 pages into not good enough for his standard, measure his standard by how much reaction he'll get from his audience when he performs, overthink their reaction to mean depth, overthink depth to mean dark. The darker the poem, the more relatable it will be. So poet copy-paste its authenticity into ChatGPT, hoping to find a darker synonym for his father's absence and his mother's grief. Isn't this why only the worst stories make the best slam poems? I mean, who expects wholeness in a room full of broken people trauma-bonding over metaphors? This darkness is lifestyle to us. It's why we find ourselves holding a bias for dark things, dark music, dark movies, dark shirts, dark rooms, dark humor. Even our favorite applications struggle to make it out of the dark mode. This darkness isn't evil, I promise, but it's a reflection of how this country will teach you to find expression in its voids and formlessness so well you will forget that why the world calls us creators is because, like God, we carry the ability to brood over the deep and call forth light from that darkness. So today I did not scavenge myself from the wasteland I call bed, which is more than a breakthrough. I guess felt the sun bandage me in its warmth, and for a moment I forgot how cold the world had become. I looked in the mirror and saw the freckles my tears left behind assemble themselves into a smile, and boy, what a sight that was. Heard me lip sing the hymn, it is well with my soul, and somehow I believed it. Somehow my angels, these cherubims with wings tired from wading through the sandstorm in my chest to save me from myself, now walked around with cakes the size of my mother's prayers and a sweet smelling hallelujah on their lips. Somehow I heard the wind guide my muse out the back door. That very dark goose, she guided it out the back door even before I could revisit the last line of my sad poem. I guess that is perhaps progress. Somehow I heard the wind again Guide my muse out the back door even before I could complete the next verse of my almost happy poem. I guess this darkness never saw it coming. And somehow I kept on writing. Painted the walls of my broken heart with different shades of hope and called it rainbow, because isn't this how gods forgive themselves for the sins of men? And isn't this how poets teach themselves to exist as both gods and men? To make poetry with the world's darkness and not end with you as a poem without form and void. Because isn't that what it means when the words we speak heal another, yet stretch a part of us into an empty? And isn't this what he meant when Christ says virtue has left me? So today I do not become the source of my tragedy. Today I do not wear grief like borrowed melanin. Today every broken thing in me become nothing but aesthetics, become nothing but furniture. Today I am not the sum of all my sad metaphors. Amen.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Wow. That was dense.
That was so deep. I mean, we've been hearing so much words, so much poets. I mean, it feels like, can we just continue?
I'm still in that moment.
Especially the last one.
Yeah, I think everybody that performed actually did well, and they have like differences. So, I mean, their
kind difference in the way they
their writing
present
style is just
themselves
so
and the
different.
likes.
So, yeah, so that's good to know.
All right, we are moving on to the next session, and I kind of love this session because it's more conversational.
Exactly.
And we've heard so much voices, we've heard so much poems and the likes. But now we're moving into something else. We're discussing. We're having a clear discussion. We're having like a deep discussions about, this is where ideas meet poetry. And we can't wait to have our speakers and our panelists on board.
Yes, and also where you get to ask them questions and all of that. So without further much ado, we'll call on Purple Hearts Girl to come facilitate and anchor this session.
Again, good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. See what that one people have been doing since Emi Onigbao. I will not collect it. We will stay here, and none of the speakers will come and share their thoughts with us, because pulling this event is a lot. And Kemistree has brought people that we will not be able to assess. So if you are a young poet upcoming like me, this is an opportunity for you to learn. It's a free ticket. You don't know that one thing that you will hear today that will take you to your next place. So please, pay attention, be attentive, and thank you to all the poets that did their thing. Guy with the red cap, you remind me of Thomas Sankara. I love him so much. Well done. All right. So my name is Anita Wokoji, and I go by the stage name Purple Hat Girl, and I'm going to be your moderator for this panel session. And on this panel we have 5 different panelists, people from different niches coming to share their school of thought with us. And like I said earlier, I want us to open our hearts. See, we are here to learn today. If we finish this panel session, I'll ask everybody one by one what we have gotten, what we have learned. So please, if you're excited, can I have like a round of applause? Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So our first panelist is someone that is in the branding space. He's also a poet. His name is Adebola Rez Afolabi. He is a business consultant, a poet, culture curator-in-chief of
Growth Ambrat, Chief Technology Officer at Softthread Solution, Executive Director at Wabi Nigeria. If your hands are not too busy, please can you give a round of applause? Come on now, I like that. Thank you so much, sir. It's so nice to have you here. All right, because this next person I'm calling, I am biased. I do bias here. This person is a poet, and see, and you poets, Timbakwe, if I call this person, I need you guys to see, show the world that Nigeria is blessed to have a poet in the building. And if you're a female, please, you should be happy that you know a female is also representing us here. All right, so she is Isime Precious. She's a spoken word poet. It's a lie, I must read your profile. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. It's such an honor to have you here as one of our panelists. Thank you so much. And bringing on stage right now our third panelist. His name is Godson Osanrere. He is an award-winning Nigerian poet. Where the applause? I will not agree. Sir, please. Until I hear that applause coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. And our fourth panelist is also a woman. And she looks so beautiful. Her name is Titi Oyemade. She is a columnist at Business Day Nigeria, business executive convener of Hangout with T. She has a degree in Russian language. She's featured in Punch newspaper, Guardian, This Day, Business Day Nigeria, and Hangout with T magazine. Is she around? Oh, she's around. Please, can we give her a round of applause? Thank you so much, ma'am. I love what you're wearing, ma'am. All right. And our fourth panelist is Dr. Emmanuel Osoteku. He is a visionary force transforming industries and redefining leadership on a global scale. If your hands are not too busy, it cannot be busy. It must not be busy. Thank you. And finally, our fifth panelist is no other than our wonderful, beautiful, powerful convener, Kemistree Islamiyat Bakari. I don't know, but if we can stand up, it will be wonderful. Awesome. Thank you so much, ma'am, for putting this together. It is such an honor. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. So the first question I have is for Mr. Godson. And the question is, many talented people struggle with consistency. From your journey, what habits helped you stay committed even when growth seemed slow?
Yeah, thank you so much for this beautiful question. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, so I want us to echo this, and so we keep ourselves alive. Say, poetry is king.
Poetry is king.
So crowned in our hearts.
So crowned in our hearts.
And you are the excellencies.
And I am the excellencies.
A round of applause for yourself,
Come
please.
on now.
Okay, so how to stay consistent?
Yes, even when things are slow.
Okay.
What are the habits that you imbibe?
Okay, so poetry for me started quite early. I guess when I was in secondary school, far back as 1996. um, SS1 to be very precise. I had the opportunity to belong to a group of friends where we had a group called Silent Hour. And that silent hour, we don't talk for 1 hour. We just remain there, and all we do is send notes to one another. And for me, I developed that since most of us at that point in time we were shy of our emotions, we couldn't really speak. So another way to communicate was through the pen. And we shared this note, passed it to one another, and from then, I found out the love to write. And then we continued, I continued in that journey and trying to document my experiences in life. I used poetry. Using poetry, I got into a group of poets in the university. I was in the literary club in school where I was actively involved. After school, I joined Seaview Poetry Club. Seaview Poetry Club is in Port Harcourt. We are about 22 years old this year. Back then, Sage Hassan used to come see us in Port Harcourt in the studio where we do poetry. So I was so happy to reconnect with him here. All thanks to Kemi once more. Please, a round of applause for her. Now, one of the definitions of consistency in poetry is actually Kemi. I'll tell you, I won't go into myself proper. I will just mention a little about myself, but I will use her first. I've known Kemi since she was a very young girl of, let's say, if she was so old then, maybe 16, 17, I don't know, but I think around that age. And this was far back as 2013, 2014, 2013. And trust me, she's been able to network with quite a number of poets over time, even outside Lagos. As at that time I was in Port Harcourt, I was working in Port Harcourt, and I met her then. Now, this is 2026. Imagine 2013 till now, and you're still doing it. That shows a lot. Now, for me, over time, how have I been able to continue this consistency and up to the extent of even building a platform? Now, this is it. Just keep your work going. Most people have their poems, and you know what they do? They keep it in their books. They feel keeping their poems will just, people will steal their idea. But let me tell you, there's no idea that is new. So keeping your works only makes you obsolete. No one will know about you. But putting your works out there shows people and shows the world that you're working. And trust me, if you're going to apply for visas like Global Talent and all of this, what they want to see is your work, your consistency. How are you working? What kind of work are you putting out there to even encourage the world that you're a poet? So for me, hard work, remaining relevant, though not easy, you have to just keep it on, no matter what. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I don't know if anybody heard that, but if you heard, stop keeping that poem. Put it out there. Put your poem out there. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing that. So my next question goes to Ms. Titi Oyemade. Yes. So building a career that aligns talent, purpose, and financial stability is difficult. What intentional decisions helped make this integration possible, would make this integration possible in today's economy? That is combining your talent, you're chasing purpose, and you still want to build financial stability.
Thank you for that question. Hello, everyone. Thank you once again, Kemistree, for inviting me. Okay. For me, I've always known that I couldn't fit into one box. And what do I mean by that? For some of us, you know, we do a lot of things at the same time. So for me, I used to do a lot of things, and I found out that I was also good at all those things that I was doing. But I knew that I couldn't do all those things at once. So what I did, first of all, was to trim it down to 3 things. So first of all, I have a 9 to 5. I'm a book reviewer. I love to read and review books. And I also run an NGO for women. We empower women and also teach them how to enjoy life. So what are the intentional decisions that I have made for myself? First of all, I separate my work life from my passion and my purpose. And what do I mean by that? My 9 to 5 is for Monday to Friday, and my passion and purpose is for Saturday and Sunday. What do I love about my 9 to 5? It gives me stability. And what do I mean by that? You can't be passionate about something and also be broke. So there's nothing like having money at the end of the month, take home, apart from loving your job, or even if you don't love it, at least you have something that is giving you money at the end of the month. And then, what's it called? My purpose and passion, it gives me a lot of fulfillment. When I do things that I love, I'm re-energized, and I'm also refreshed. And I'm not one of those people that when Monday is coming and approaching, I'm like, oh, not again, it's Monday. But I'm already refreshed, I'm fulfilled, and I'm looking forward to Monday. So in summary, what am I trying to say? I'm one of those people enjoying both worlds. So I work in a 9 to 5, and I also do things that I love, and as per my purpose and passion. And another thing is that a lot of creatives are always focusing on their talents. They don't think about how to, make money. For them, if you're into music, you're like, oh, one day I'm going to blow. But what if you don't blow in the next 10 years, in the next 5 years? How are you going to be able to sustain yourself? Even as a young person, you should be contributing to the home, even if your parents are working. That's the only way they can actually respect you. So I'll advise any young person that isn't doing anything on the side to get something doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I would say I can relate because I have a 9 to 5, and that 9 to 5 is after my art. All right, so my next question will go to Rez. So, at what point does personal style stop being self-expression and start becoming a business tool?
Can you repeat, please?
So, at what point does personal style stop being self-expression and start becoming a business tool?
Thank you very much for that question. So I'll play it back before I get into it. So at what point does personal style stops being self-expression and becomes a business tool? All right, clear. Nice to meet everybody for those that are meeting for the first time, and Kemistree, kudos for putting this together. Seems like I'm following protocol, but yeah. Okay. At what point does personal style becomes a business tool, essentially? It's at the point of awareness. It's at the point of self-awareness. It's at the point of purpose. It's at the point of trying to make more out of what is personal. And when we say making more out of what is personal is, how do I share and sustain? Those are the questions you start to ask yourself. And that's why I said it's self-awareness. So if I'm going to share something I've created, if I'm going to share something that I've written, if I'm going to share something that I've acted that has become synonymous with me, it becomes part of my expression, it becomes part of my brand, it becomes part of what I'm known for. Then after a while, I see the reception to it. Observing that reception, observing that acceptance is awareness. Then the intent becomes, how can this mean more and how can it reward me? So it starts from that reflection. It starts from that introspection. And then when you have that, you start to realize, okay, I'm sitting on a gold mine. I have this talent. I have this gift. I have this intellectual property. Whatever it is, I've curated this image. I have this social media platform. I have this followership. I have this influence, this access. So what do I make of it? So 2 ways it usually happens. The questioning mind, when you're questioning yourself and you have that realization, that self-awareness leads you to start to study, to self-help.
and then say, how can I make more of this? Oh, they say I can upload my content on streaming platforms. I can put my podcast on YouTube. I can put my content, or I can even, set up the copyrights and then commercialize it. Right. So it starts from that realization, and then the next step follows that realization. And so if you do not have the skill or the knowledge to make it a business tool at that point in time, it's only one option you have. You either start to learn and self-help, that is DIY, which is my own story. As when you read my profile, you'd mention, he's the CTO of a particular company, Chief Technology Officer, because I studied computer science. But I started business consulting as an undergraduate. From 200 level, I started to read books. And how did it start? Exactly what the question is about. I've been writing since I was 9. I've been reading books, read everything in my father's library. The first girl I ever asked out, I probably wrote a whole book. And she still didn't date me. So, and so I learned from all of that pain, to the point that if you ever went, I attended University of Ilorin, if you were in University of Ilorin between 1999 and 2004, you would know me. And everybody knew me as that guy. If he wasn't in a lecture room, he was out on the walkway with a notepad, constantly writing. I was writing poetry, I was writing verses, 10, 5 per day. People will come and sit around me and, start to say, let's experience this. So that acceptance made me to start to ask myself those questions. And then I started to read those business books. Then I started to create my own groups, just like similar to his. Started to create my own groups, and then we had the business plan. I wrote my first business plan as an undergraduate. So I wrote a business plan. How do I access the audience in this whole university community? So it goes from the gift to that awareness, and then it becomes a business tool when I do it myself, DIY, because I can't afford a record label. There's no publishing house that would sign me. Neither do I have the resources to get a consultant. And those are the second options. If you can't do DIY, you do it yourself, acquire those business skills. Social media marketing, what do you need today? What are those tools that are available out there? You need to look for them and add them to your gift, and then it becomes a business. Or you have the resources, a Sage Arsan that can sign you, and they can publish you and take it to the market, because they will do everything else on your behalf. Those are the two parts through which it can become a business tool. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know if we're taking notes, because I am actually. So my next question is going to go to Isime Precious. And this question is, if someone is talented but invisible, what are the first 3 things they must do to fix it immediately? Yeah, if someone is talented but invisible, what can they do to fix it? First 3 things.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Hi
Hello.
Okay. So I will follow the same protocol to say thank you, Kemistree, for having me on this panel session. If you are talented but invincible, the first 3 things you should fix. So before I delve into the first 3 things I believe you should fix, I would say one prior thing, which will make every one of you look at me as though I am too spiritual. Bible says, or the scripture says, the gift of a man will make way for him, will make him stand before princes and not mere men. So before we even start talking about the 3 things you should fix, I would say pray. If you don't agree with me, let me see your hand. Okay, thank God, we are all children of God. The first thing I would say you should do is to pray. Because as we all know, people say things like, pray that the country does not happen to you, or pray that you're not just working hard and then you have nothing to show for it. So sometimes, or most times, talent is not even the problem. We're not just seeing you. And I'm not saying your village people are doing you. I'm not saying it is spiritual. I'm not saying there is something more than meets the eye. I'm saying it might just be okay to pray. So just say, oh, I have this business, and I'm calling on the sovereign power of God to make it visible to the right people at the right time. It might just be okay to want to take it to God. If you believe in God, it might just be okay to pray for alignment, pray for connection, pray for the right things happening to you at the right time. There's something Christ Embassy members do say. They will say, I am at the right place at the right time with the right people. So it might just be okay to, if you trust in the universe, it might be okay to just want to say, let the universe, let the stars align, and the Cancers and the Scorpions and whatever. I don't know those things. But if you do believe in God, you might just want to pray. Okay, so now answering the question straight up, the first thing I think one should do if you are talented but you're not visible is to fix your skill of visibility. I tell you this, visibility doesn't happen by luck or happenstance. It won't just jump at you because you're the best in the room. I don't know if you're getting me. It won't just, it's not luck. It's not deep, kalakolo, deep out. Dear creative, go out on the 1st of July. You will meet. No, it doesn't happen like that. It's a skill. You have to learn to be able to show up and stay memorable. I believe I'm speaking to creatives. There must be something about you that differentiates you from the rest of the room. You must have that skill of visibility. Visibility is being seen, right? Like going by the dictionary meaning. Visibility is something that is visible, something we can see. So when we see you, what makes you stay on our minds? You must have that skill of, whether it happens by luck or not, when they see me, they just will not forget me. It might be a style, like she asked him. It might be something about you that just stands out. It might be the way you present your craft. Just have a skill that differentiates you. I'll speak on poetry because I'm a poet. If we have 100 poets in this room like we've had today, and people have come to give 1 or 2 presentations, recitals, what did you think before coming on this stage? What did you think about yourself that will make us go home to say, of all the poets that came on here today, they will just remember me, Sha. I don't know what. I don't know the power. They must remember me. So you must have that skill of being memorable. It's something you must build. 1. 2, you must fix your skill of, you must fix your clarity of purpose. You must just know what you are, know what you're capable of. Because I tell you, that's where your confidence will come from. You can't dabble in and dabble out of anything. Today is this, tomorrow is that, next tomorrow you're joining this group, the other day is another group. There must be, yes, consistency on your clarity. You must be clear. If you want to be a creative that fights for women, let us see you do it and see you do it to the depth of it. If you want to be a creative that does things on Africanism or things on social construct or whatever, let us hear your name and go, yeah, it just has to be that person. So you must have that, I don't know if to call it a skill, but you must have your clarity of purpose. Because I tell you, what we are not buying, we are not buying. I'll explain. If you bring a craft to the world, if they are not buying it, that's if they are not getting it, they won't buy it. We can't, for lack of better words, we cannot fund what we cannot find. I don't know if it makes sense. Yeah. We will not put money on what is not clear, just everywhere. So you must have that clarity of purpose. This is my purpose. I will stay on it. The third thing to complete my part, you must build your confidence. It's a must. It should not be a questionable thing. It's a must. You must build your confidence. walk up onto that stage, walk up to that person, that client, that brother, that sister, walk up like you are aware that this person is also born of a woman. There's something I used to say. So long the person standing in front of me is born of a woman, so long you are going to die the same way I'm going to die, I will not fear you. I will respect you, honor you. But that I will be jittering in your presence, my hands will be shaking, my legs, you say you are nervous. So you must be confident. If you want to be seen, you are talented, but you're not visible. You must build your confidence that anywhere I go, there's another thing I say, so long I'm the one holding the mic, in that moment, I'm the big person in the room. When it's your turn to hold the mic, hold it anyhow you like. But so long I'm the one holding the mic at that point, I will exude as much confidence as possible. But don't get me wrong, confidence is not noise. Confidence is not you being everywhere. They call this, you are here. That's not confidence. Confidence is knowing what you are, standing by what you are, with such tenacity. Like, if any other person could do it better, they will call the person. But the fact that they are calling me is either they have seen something, they have heard something, and I will not fall their hand. So you must have that confidence. So if you are talented, but not visible yet, if you want to listen to me, pray. But if you're not going to pray, you do these 3 things. You fix your skill of visibility. Learn how to show up. Learn where to show up. Sometimes go to places that will not even pay you. Just be there. Just be available. Show up for your art. Fix your clarity of purpose. Know what you're doing. Stand by it. And then the last thing, your confidence. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was deep. So my next question is going to go to Dr. Emmanuel. What is the difference between being a visible leader and a valuable leader?
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. First and foremost, I want to say a very big thank you to Kemi. Can we clap for Kemi once again? And for every speaker that I've spoken, all of you are giving us masterclass. Literally, I felt I should pay for this session. I felt like I should pay. The mic better? Okay.
All right. Okay, I almost felt like I should pay for the session.
Maybe because everything everybody have said here, I think if everybody can take something back home today, I will never forget something that you said. Nobody will find what they can't find. That's my take home for today. And everybody have also said something amazing. As regarding your question, talking about the fact that valuable leader and a visible leader, what's the difference? So I think we are in a generation whereby we downplay visibility a lot. An idiot who is consistent is better than a wise person that is not consistent. An idiot that is visible will beat a brilliant person who is not visible. That is why if you look at the way some of these comedians and some skit makers, they start with nonsense skits. You don't like it, but guess what? They start earning more than you. Because the law of consistency beats talent. Am I making any sense here? So most people don't understand that. You cannot tell me that you are valuable when I cannot see the value. I'm not saying that I'm underplaying value, but I'm trying to say that if value is silent and visibility is loud, visibility will beat value. Many times, a lot of us are seated here right now. I feel like standing. Sorry. I don't know how to, can I stand? Sorry. I feel like some of us here, we are so good to the point that you are the answer to your family problem. But the challenge you have is that you are too quiet and you are too gentle that you don't understand that in Africa already, Nigeria has made you lose 10-0 already. If you are competing with people around the world, I do events all over the world, for God's sake. I've done different countries. But the point is this. When you are young in Nigeria, you think that you have time. And time is an illusion that makes you feel lazy to do what you're supposed to do today. How many of you post close to 5 times a day? How many of you, if you know you post up to 5 times a day, can I see your hands up? Just one person.
And the people you are competing with, they are posting like close to 30 times a day. Sometimes you might be thinking that you are posting too much, but guess what? Ignorance on fire will beat knowledge on ice. Do you hear what I'm saying? Ignorance on fire will beat knowledge on ice every time. In as much as that question you ask is very tricky, because normally you want me to talk about being valuable and all this stuff, because that is the normal. Am I correct, ma? Am I correct? That's the normal way to answer that kind of question. Oh, be valuable. But this is how you do what you're going to do if you want to be valuable. First and foremost, just follow what she said. Just understand your skill. Build yourself. It's important that you have value, because if I give you access to me and then you come into me and then you don't have something of valuable to give me, there's a problem already. Visibility can get you into the room, but value will keep you in the room. Are you seeing the difference? You can use visibility to get my attention. I've met a lot of people that are online, they are very successful offline. I've seen many CEOs on WhatsApp, on Facebook, but when you meet them in real life, they cannot even look like your staff, because they are over visible, but they have not attached value to their visibility. So in a nutshell, I will just say this to balance what I'm going to say here, is that in as much as it is important that you are valuable, don't downplay visibility. The bold will rule over the brilliant. And I want you to be so bold today to go out there. If you know you are writing poem here and you're writing something here, every day on your WhatsApp status, post something. Post something in the afternoon, post something in the evening. Even though you don't know what you are saying, just be consistent. I don't want to be calling it because I don't know how far this video is going to go, but I know of a lot of people who started with nothing, started just doing nothing. I mean, somebody was talking to me earlier, Sam, okay, he's there. Like 10 years ago, we were together in school. And I would tell them what I'm going to be. I will stand in front of a class and I'll be expressing myself. One day I'm going to travel around the whole world. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Guess what? You know what he said to me today? He said, I wish we could rewind time. You know why he's saying that? Because when I was speaking, they were not talking. Sometimes you watch people enter destiny and you are quiet. Am I making any sense here? And while he was talking, I was also shocked, because it's true. I said everything. I've been to close over 18 countries, all fully sponsored and paid for. My next trip is UK, paid for completely. I use my words to create my word. I will say it whether you don't like it. With time, you will align with it. But I want to just encourage you. In as much as you want to be valuable, don't just be valuable and not be visible. Who sees what you do is bigger than what you do. You hear what I said? Am I communicating here? There are some people on my WhatsApp that if I post and a billionaire doesn't see it, I will delete and post again. Because one visibility of him seeing is better than 100 people watching me. That doesn't have anything to add to me. Who sees what you do is more important than what you do. You can be the best poet on earth. If Kemi is not the best poet, but she is visible to the right people, people will do business with her. Am I correct here? That's the game. So I want to encourage you, engage into what we are sharing here, and your life is going to be the best ever. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So my next question will be going to Kemistree. And I think this will be much more emotional and personal, because what personal journey led you from pain, poetry, and private battles to becoming the convener of the human of God first?
Okay. I'm already emotional. The question is emotional, so I am already. Okay. It's actually a very long journey, so I will try as much as I can to summarize. Okay. Should I talk about you? Okay. We came from Ajegule. That's number one. So he said, if you are born in Nigeria, you're already beating 3-0. 10-0 already. Now, if you're not coming from Ajegule, 100-0, that's where you're coming from. Okay, so my journey started from, I will not say it is rebellion, it is more like fighting the identity that I could not even define at that point. Okay, I started from, I think I would love to speak. And then if you check my eulogy, Oriki, in our eulogy in our house, they said, Awani Omwa Shadbonsale Woi Woi. So we came from the lineage of those who speak. That is what we are born to do, okay? But I was now born to, okay, let me not say that. I was born in a family whereby they don't believe that as a female you can speak. But even all my eulogy said I could do that. So it was more like a fight for my voice to be heard. Okay, so that was how it started. I didn't know how to express that voice because it was like a pain. I knew deep down that this is what I am born for. Even if I couldn't define it then, I couldn't say, okay, I am born to speak. What are you supposed to be talking about? So I couldn't define it then, but I knew it from my spirit that this is what I'm born for. So it became a tool of rebellion that I must speak, and you're saying I can't speak, so you can't silence me. It started that way. Then I got the opportunity to meet with people who encouraged me that you could do that. I will have to reference you again. So it was one of those people that would say, Kemi, speak. Don't worry, we'll go around the world. Speak. So you can't have these kind of people around you, and then your background is telling you that you can't. Why? Because of gender. So it is more like a battle. That is how it started. So from there, I was just like, okay, if the religion that I came from will not permit me to speak, why can't I just denounce it? Okay. The rebellion continued till eventually, at a point, I don't believe in God at a point. It was more like I'm fighting for an identity that I couldn't define, but I just knew deep down that I'm born to speak. All right? So there's something I believe I said, rebel right. So even if you have to be a rebellion, be the right kind of rebellion. Okay? So it moved from I don't believe in God, all because of everything that is happening around me. Eventually, when I got to 400 level, then I started asking myself. They already said, someone mentioned that, identity. I think Mommy mentioned, and then rest too, about identity. And I was just like, okay, even if I finally want to sit with one religion or with a school of thought, so which one? And then everyone is telling me that God exists. So I love proof. Probably, but in my soul, I'm a scientist. So I love observing, and I need proof. So I started asking questions about God. So if truly you exist, then there must be a sign. If I can't have it one way, you can't explain me into something that I don't understand. So I needed proof. And then God gave it to me. First, it started from just dreams. From someone who was far away in another state. The person came to me, said, Kemi, you've been searching for God. And he said, this is the time to know him. I was just like, okay, you're a Christian, you came now. And the background I'm coming from is somehow. And then I'm at a cross point where I believe that the God does not exist. I made a request, I just threw it out. And then the God that I believe does not exist answered. Because he knew I couldn't hear. He was giving me dreams. Then he went to someone who could hear. And then the person came. When the person came, he was just like, okay, Kemi, God said I should tell you that you need him now. I was like, okay, I can't do this. Okay, you know what? I've been going to churches to do my spoken word poetry. Even the church recognized that I carried something that I did not even believe in. To me, I'm just doing poetry. But people in the church, I didn't believe in God. And they would just say, you, this girl, do this poem about this, come and do this in our poem, and I will do it and I'll deliver. I didn't believe in what I was saying. I would just do it in the church. I would do it. Samuel Yomas would say, poet as saint, even before he became saint. He wrote that poem for me. Then I didn't believe in God, and I could say things about God. A lot of them. So the guy said, okay, it is time, you need God now. I was like, okay, how should I do it? Normally, if I go to different churches, they will say, if you want to give your life to Christ, come outside. And I'll go outside and I'll do the same thing. He will say everything. I'll go back and take my life back after the church service, So it was like that. Then I was like, okay, you know what? Should I say all those things that the pastors will ask us to say? He said, no, that I should speak in the language you understand. I was okay. Okay, should I pray in Arabic? He said, no, speak in the language you understand. So I started saying a lyric to one of the songs that I loved so much. I used to dance. So I started saying the lyrics to that dance song, this I Surrender by Hillsong. So I started saying the lyrics one by one. I surrender, I want to know you more. I was just saying, I was joking. Suddenly I was just like, okay, Kemi, you know what? Get serious. Then I closed my eyes. Let me be serious. I started saying those things. I just noticed that everything in my room was strange. I opened my eyes, everything was normal. But me, I was not normal. You see my sleep, there was wind, everywhere scattering, but everything was normal. Then I wanted to call up, to beckon on the guy to say, okay, I don't understand what is happening. Immediately I opened my mouth, I started speaking in tongues. That was the encounter. You would think that because, okay, you met with a God, suddenly everything would be sweet. It wasn't. That was my introduction to spiritual attack. That was my introduction to it. Then from that Kemistree, everybody say Kemistree, the girl that vomits fire when she speaks on stage is like this. I just didn't know what I believe anymore. I didn't know what to do. If I want to write poem, if I say I want to write a religious poem, I say I don't even believe in what I'm saying at that point. I don't believe in those things. Yet, I was just being thrown back and forth, and I was going like that till eventually I was told that, okay, you need to give up on this poetry, because poetry was my God at that point. So I can give up relationship, give up my family, give up anything for poetry. That was how it was. I've told my brother before. He said, everything, you'll be going for this poetry thing. In fact, you're not going again. I told him that I will go. They said, okay, if you go, you're not coming back to this. I said, yes, I will pack my bags. I don't even know where I was going to. I'll pack my bag just for poetry. It was like that. And then God said, it is time to give up this poetry. It was a big fight. If you know me like 2014, 15, say, Juliet is here. You know that Kemistree, the lady that vomits fire, then suddenly Kemistree was nowhere to be found. Year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, and I'll be seeing everybody going, like, all the poets are going now, what is happening? You are not permitted to do this. Year 5, year 6, year 7, 2024. Then God said, it is time to come out of hiding. So what she said about prayer, you know, it's, even if you're a Muslim, I'm not saying you must be a Christian to do that, okay? It is so important. You can't play with spirituality. You can't play with the God that can even give you insight, even in business. I'm not talking about the creative art only. So he said, Kemi, it is time to come out. How can I even come out? I have no clue. I was working a job that could barely pay my transport fare. I was sleeping in the office where I was just to keep money. I would sleep in the office Monday to Friday. For the fact that I'm even a female, I'll be the only one in the whole building. Monday to Friday, and then Saturday I would go back home. It was like that. And I kept on believing. And in that same office, I will pray different things. I will see. There are things that I can't even say. They will feel like maybe this guy has mental problem. I can't say that because there are some encounters you will say. They'll say this person is a liar. So you can't just say them. Then 2024, they said it's time to come out. Okay, what am I coming out to do? I had a challenge. We were told to leave the apartment we were living at that point. I couldn't even feed. I could barely feed. I'll buy sliced bread and I'll eat it for that 1 week. I'll buy this dispenser, the water in the dispenser. That's what I'll be using with it. All through that 5 weeks. To the extent that now I can't eat bread. Because of how much I ate bread just to sustain myself at that point. Now I can't eat bread. If I eat bread, it will affect me in some ways. So it was like that, just trying to move back and forth. And then you are praying. The God you believe in is not helping you. It was like that. So you are praying, you are doing all this. So what am I doing wrong? Yet the God is saying don't go out. So it was one problem. I would say it's a problem. They said, okay, vacate this place. You guys should leave. We want to renovate this house and go. And then I was like, okay, let me start saving for that purpose. I saved till, I think I was able to save 300K. So when I saved 300K, then God said, Kemi, I was in a relationship, and then different things happened then, and I was giving the word shine in my sleep. Then God said, it is time to shine. That was the first track I ever released, Shine. So I know a lot of people, like, there's something about the poem. Yes, because it was born out of pain. And then the pain, I won't say I regret the pain. I actually love it because it shaped me, my perspective, and even my identity. So he said, Kemi, it is time to come out. I'm looking for house rent. God is telling you, carry that money that you've saved for the house rent, go to the studio and record a poem. It does not make any sense. Yet I decided to go. I went. The first person I spoke with was Joseph Efang. I was like, hey, I want to do this thing. Okay, like, I'm not sure. They said, can we go? Before you know, he started writing plans of how the video will be. We'll shoot the video. I was like, oh, I couldn't even believe in myself at that point. So if this guy could believe in me like this, that means there is something about me, because when it comes to poetry, I'm no longer there. Then I reached out to Mr. Uche. Mr. Uche said, Kemi, let us go. I will bring my camera. We'll do drone. We'll do this. We'll do that. Oh, okay, fantastic. I decided to go with the help of a lot of people pushing me. And then I decided to go to the studio. I started recording. You know, house rent, in 3 months, they will chase you out. Yet, I took the money to record. God blessed me with a good mom. She said, because I have seen a lot of times that things will happen, you say, God said you should do this, and you will do it. Even if you are in another trouble, you will come out of the trouble. So because of that, go and do it. She was scared, yet go and do it. And I went ahead. I did it. I started the recording. And then the first poem, I released it. And Mr. Godson called me, say, hey, Kemi, that your poem, there's Yoruba in that poem. Somebody wants to celebrate their birthday and a book launch. Do you know what? Can you come and perform it there? I've recovered the money that I used to record the poem. The next thing, the same week, BRG, they called Kemistree. The Kemistree that had been invisible, they didn't even remember that I was doing poetry. God said record one poem. We record one poem. From that money that was too hard for you to give out, and you decided to obey, the first person called. The second person called. That was when I was invited to BRG to go there and I performed. The third person, we saw you performed somewhere. Before you know it, I didn't even know I got over how many millions to get an apartment. If I had to start saving from the salary that could barely transport me from home, they would throw us out even in that 3 months. So it was a product of obedience. That was what brought me here to this moment. And we are here doing this event. I know how much we have spent. My salary will not cover it. The people that I believe so much that they can do this, they can do this. God said, Kemi, you are going to do this event. Even if it's 2 people that will be there, you must do it. Why? Because I am building you. So it is about him building me. It is not even about me having crowd. The funny thing was that I had the opportunity to do it in a place that I'm going to spend little money. Then it was like, no, you are not meant for smallness. Even if you don't have the crowd, you are not meant to be small. Go to the bigger place. I got there, they were like, hey, why can't you do it in a small place? I said, no. Everybody I spoke to, why can't you? I said, no. It is in a big place we are going to do. We are going to have screens, we are going to have this, we are going to have that. And we are here today without having the money in my account. So you can't take away the place of God. A Muslim, a Christian, even if you don't believe in God, believe that there is a force that is higher than you. And that force is willing, waiting to speak to you if you are ready to listen. Some calls it the ether place, the God tier. Billionaires they say it's a God tier. There's a tier that exists in the spirit world that if you are creative, you can get information from directly. So if you take it to the Christian world, you say the Holy Spirit. All right? So whatever religion it is, there is something that exists in the spiritual that can help you get information that is beyond the ordinary things that, let me rhyme with this, let me rhyme with that is beyond that. So there's a spirit that backs everything. Even as I'm speaking, there's a spirit that backs it. It can be the spirit of pain. It can be the spirit of maybe depression. It might be the spirit that there's light in you that you are willing to share to lift up other people. So every word anyone speaks to you, a spirit is backing it. If you like, believe it or not, you will just see that after I finish speaking to somebody, I started feeling depressed. After I finished speaking to this particular person, I just feel alive that I could do this, I could do that. So that's a spirit. So that's where it came from. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we're about to round up this session, but I want each and every one of us to say something because I believe that God sent us here for one person. So in 1 minute, I want each and every person, starting from Rest, to say something to one person. What's that one thing that you want one person to take home with them? What's that one thing you want to say to somebody? Here, a creative in whatever field they are in. What's that one thing you would want to say to them?
All right. So for me, I would say where there's a will, there's a way. Keep going, never stop. So when I say will, the inner will, but also if you see a will that rolls, nobody creates a will if there's no way. Thank you.
All right. Sorry. One thing I want everyone to take home. You are it. It. You are the real thing. Don't let nobody talk you out of it. You are it.
Your family will be happy that you said yes to your craft. Your generation will be happy that you said yes to your craft. Beyond and above yourself, your happiness, your fulfillment, the world around you will be glad that you said yes to your craft. So take it from me. Even if you don't feel like it, you are what? Yes. You are it. Thank you.
Okay, for me, I would have said consistency, but we've said so much about consistency today. Now you are consistent, people can now see you. For me, I think integrity is also very important. You know, you've now entered the space, but how do you now keep that relationship? You must let your yes be your yes. When you get money from people, make sure you deliver value. Don't just, you know, take people's money and disappear. You see a lot of young people who are content creators these days, they're taking $250, $350 for just a 2-minute content, and by the time you get back the content, you're wondering, where did all the content go to, you know? So in summary, what am I trying to say? You are now visible, you are now consistent, everybody knows you, but what is going to keep you is integrity. Thank you.
Okay, for me, I believe in collaboration and I want people to collaborate. Because poets have, sorry to say, we have crab mentality. Every poet is struggling to be there. They want to be seen. They want to be the best person on the stage. But when everyone is doing that, who is seeing who? That's one question. Who is seeing who? So, but when you know that collaboration, when one hand can clap, one foot can run, then you know that when we have both legs, we should run together. Then that is the winning. I will go straight to give an experience, and this is way back as at year 2000, 1999. Afrobeat was nowhere, true of us. Afrobeat was nowhere, true of us. But we saw it evolve before our eyes when the band came in to town and revolutionized it. There was Two-Face there were the Plantation Boys and all of these guys. But it took a collaboration that changed the whole game, and today they are earning in dollars. Poetry has that ability. It's an untapped market. How many of us are ready to pay the price through collaboration? Let me tell you, we are working hard, but we are not working smart. Working smart is collaboration. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. For me, I'm going to say that start now, but when you start, just know that you're already late, but just start. And I'm going to pick that same word again. People will never fund what they cannot find. So be findable, be Googleable, be seen. And I believe that your account balance will shake. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I say everything everybody has said. I say everything that everybody has said. Value. Add value. All the flyers we used for this event, it was on my birthday. Somebody said, happy birthday to Kemistree. I designed this flyer for you for your birthday. And I saw it. Then when we were about to have this event, I went back to the person to say, you designed a flyer for me on my birthday. So I want to have an event. I want you to take over, take charge of everything, including this. He designed everything we used. I've never met him. I've never met him before. He's still a student though. Doesn't I'm a student, I know how to write poem. He can write poem. He's still a graphic designer. So he's in school, still making money. Now he's not here. We have a project here. So what if this place is even packed? Then everybody will be seeing his work, and he's still a 200 level student somewhere who only said happy birthday to one person, and then an opportunity opened. So we can't be too self-consumed, too self-centered, and you feel like you want to make it. It is not possible. Collaboration too. We can see different things. So we have drone. Do you think Kemistree have the money to pay for the drone? No. Somebody that Kemistree has been advising, I say, Kemistree, You're supposed to be a therapist. I've been giving you free advice. Say, don't worry, for your event, I'm coming and doing this. I went for another event. I spoke. They didn't invite me to speak. They just said, if you have any suggestion, come outside. I decided I raised my hand. And I said everything that countered what every other person has said. They were speaking about marriage. They say, hey, as a woman, you have to be patient with patient. And I stood up. I said, our mothers have been patient. So at what point will it change? So if we can observe the problem and see that we can find a solution to this problem, it will continue, and I will grow up and I will have my own children. I will tell them be patient, and it will continue. The family pattern will not change. The family history says no one can ever cross the line. It will not change. So I decided to speak. And then D-Link, the person in charge of D-Link company, was like, I love what you said. I think you have more things to say. What if we start a podcast? That was how it started. He got my number. Now I'm having an event. See plenty cameras. See all the things. We are doing live. We are doing this thing. Just from speaking at an event that I was not invited to. So don't be saying, I'm timid. I am shy. If they ask you come outside and say something, say it. You don't know who is watching. You don't know who is who. You say, this event, all these people are small people. All these people are small people. You don't know who has billions in their account. And you don't know who is the next person that knows the person that has the billions that you need. So come out, be visible. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was beautiful, wasn't it? That was an impactful session. I had like notes that I jotted down as well. And I'm sure most of us were impacted, right? Okay. Ma, please don't go. Madam Titi, don't go. Oh, okay. That was really insightful. You know, we have an album launch, right? You know we have an album launch, right? Precious, don't go. Oh, okay, okay. So we'll get to that very soon. But right about now, I would like to bring up on stage for his poetry performance, Ibrahim Oladeji Tijani, popularly known as Thrive. He is a writer, a digital creative, and a cultural curator whose work spans poetry, storytelling, and visual media. Please make welcome Thrive.
Okay, good day, everyone. I want to actually try something out. I've not really tried it before, and I hope it works. Okay, we have to do something together. We're going to clap together, like something like this. Okay. My first day in this world was so beautiful, so as every word and every syllable that was said to the bouncing baby boy on the bed. At the age of 5, every single thing was still alive, from the kisses on my cheek to mama's smiles, stories of animals every night. By my 10 years birthday, every beauty was still the same. Many bills on the list, but we know they pay. Many flights for the win and less desperate. At the age of 15, our lives were based on the heroes we picked. I sometimes moved from the bat to the spider, then to the red of the Rangers. I never cared if Captain America was white. I was just obsessed with a man of a style. And I was only 18 when I first died. Just like a coward, I have died so many times. Now I'm alone in my grave, thinking of the beautiful days, the days without parties on the street, to the high school days, the days with joys and toys, the rivers of happiness. Now I'm drowned in the pool of desperation, overcrowded by emptiness. This last summer vacation was the day of my assassination. My death was just a misery because I had a gun pointed at me by the attitude I was dying to meet. And 20 never came without friends. It came with the screams of dreams that melt into nightmares. Not the kind that vanish by morning, but the kind that pick up a pen and scribble your pain into a poetry. The pain that should knock you out into a punchline. I learned quickly that light views cost more than electricity. They charge you for hope that drains before you could blink. At 22, I stopped counting candles, because each flame reminded me that even the fire that saves a man from freezing can burn you for staying too close. But adulthood is not a promised land with flag of freedom, but a borderless war where you come to realize that sometimes retreating is the best tactic for a general that is interested in survival. On this battleground, I still write, because I keep trying, even when my ink is tired, and the page looks too clean to embrace my chaos. Because somewhere beneath this ache, beneath this grown-up heartbreak, the boy in me still kicks, still asks for bedtime stories, still hopes the next sunrise tastes like mama's smile. And maybe, just maybe, survival is a form of art. Thank you. Actually, I like to call myself an experimentalist, which I feel almost every artist is. Because we are in a generation where people don't really create art or try to follow the rules. What we do is that we try to make something or try to create something from existing thing, and we try to, it's more of an exploration than creation. So I call it experimentalism. Okay, and in this poem, I try to merge Yoruba folktale into an English poetry. So please pay attention. Ajá gbogbo lóko, ìgbèrè ò délé, ọ̀pájùbọ̀ ọmọlé ọ̀rọ̀, ojú aboyún ò tọ́lẹ̀ ẹnu rẹ̀, adíá fún òkè tí ń bẹ láàrin òṣìrí, tí ń bẹ láàrin ọ̀tá, òkè ń bẹ láàrin òṣìrí, òkè ń bẹ láàrin ọ̀tá, ó lè gbọ́in, gbọ́in. Our mother is an immortal. Centuries in pain and cage, but she is still breathing, held by a voice, by a man from overseas, yet she still sings with a melodious voice that pierces through the heart of every man that listens with joy. But they called her names, outdated, archaic, barbaric, and more. But those are not us. So tell them that she battered warriors who won wars with swords against swords, and their bodies were bulletproof, they war to war. Tell them that we are the children of heroines, our mothers, whose faces are homes for paws of tigers, and their palms are proof of their immortality, as they pick the burning cocoa with no pain on their faces. Tell them that we are from the lineage of those who fetch money from seas and pluck coin from trees. We are the souls that embody festivity. We own the night that breeds song, dances, and folk tales. We are the shekere that shakes all feet, that the gong that waggles every waist, with its rhythm hidden beneath the armpit of our ancestors. Tell them that we had witnessed civilization many centuries before westernization. Tell them that we had kingdoms in south, east, west, and north, and the 4 cardinal points belong to us. So tell them, Okembela and Yoshiri, Okembela and Yota, Ule going, going. And before their pen and pages, like oxygen, we breathe our history. Tell them.
Wow. We will indeed tell them. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for blessing us with that piece. That was beautiful. Somebody's throwing you a kiss. You catch it. Okay, next on, we would like to have Samurai. He is Olayinka Samson, popularly known as Samurai, and he is a performance poet whose words land, cut, linger, and stay. With no further ado, please make welcome Samurai.
The piece of this rude world in this verse.
You're not clapping, that's why it's not here yet. Let's keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. Samurai, can we have you? He's here.
Them say now no get money talk say be a bitter. Them say Amaka was not a 10. I make bed leave her. Say the body in her wasn't good enough. Them say if you no get money hide your face. So Ebuka has his face masked like who get COVID-19, quarantined by Sagba, aka locked in pa. Them say if you are still a virgin at 19, you don't know something. So Ada lets her VCD thinking it's not going to play. It be like film. She don't go 9 months holiday. Sake of say them say. Them say na lazy man talk, but I see the strong conform. They call them norm. Say no do different, no they form. See where I'm from. People ignore the leash long as the color is white. It's a good job. I said where I'm from. People ignore the leash long as the color is white. It's a good job. So be a good boy and stay in line, because in this slave trade we've got colors of all kinds. I mean, you can do what you like long as we control what you like. Now you want more views and likes, so you got to do what we like. Though it's not the kind of things you like, you just have to be liked. So you TikTok away your time on IG, tweeting about your ex who you saw on Tinder, how you met on Meta, how you wish you never met her, how your life could have been better. Now you are better and beaten behind bars built by public opinion, trapped in this endless illusion, recycled through time. See, they have you running in circles, so you can't think outside the box. But like an ant trapped in a circle inked by a pen, this prison is a mental facility because it only exists in your mind. Listen. Man-made mantles have made men mad. But men make mistakes and mistakes make men. So if you're trapped in this matrix and you want to make it out, just look straight in the mirror and accept that man. Mistakes or not, be kind to that man. Whether he breaks or not, hold on tight to that man. Because self-love is the first step to true freedom. Like a great poet once said, to be you is to be free. Cheers. All right, my name is Black Boy Fly. I'm not Poetic Samurai. My name is Black Boy Fly. I'm a poet, and I'll be doing a poem titled Bank on Me. It all started in a Zenith banking hall. She walked in to cash a check, but accrued my interest instead. I'll describe her, but there are not enough words in English to sum up to her figure. She was a 10. Now you might subtract 2 due to the gap in her tooth, but she was shaped like the number 8, impossible to hate. And as she walked away from the counter, I began to count down because I needed to calm down, maintain my steez. Knowing I had a bank team poem in my books, I bounced like a bad check, walked up to her and said, I want to be the first you bank with. So I guarantee you trust, because love does not bank with infidelity. You be a diamond, so I give you access to my heart. Take the keystone where my locks they respond to as echoes of our standard union chattered across the sterling skies. Makes people wonder who you are. I just smile and say you're my Polaris. the star that brightens up my day. She didn't understand me. Handed me a withdrawal slip thinking I was a bank teller. So I had to tell her in a simple, smarter way. I said, look around you at the people, technology, and service. Above all this, I want to be your bank of first choice. Now I'm talking more than banking. I'll be your one customer. You can bank on me. I promise proper execution. Everything we'll do it right. Listen. Standing over there, I felt like borrowed money. I was alone without you. So I had to break the margin. Now I'm here for good with my heart as collateral. Seeing her interest increase, I decided to get a certificate of deposit, her number. So I figured I'd close with this statement. If you let me be your security, like James, we'll bond and you'll be stuck with me. We'll grow together, be better than ever, finding better ways, learning to love and loving to learn each other. We'll be together forever. Cheers.
Wow. You can do better. Because that was lovely. Thank you, Black Boy.
Thank you so much
for coming up. Okay, so now, moving on to the next thing on the agenda, we would like to have
Kemistree
on stage so we can do the album launch.
Where's she?
I think she's running around backstage, but that's fine.
All right.
Okay, before she gets here, does one person want to tell me, probably in one sentence, what they've learned either from the panel session or from the poems that have been recited? Oh, thank you. I have a volunteer. She's a poet as well. Yeah, come on. Her name is Reigning Queen. Please, we can clap for her. It's not easy for you to just leave your seat and take you want to make.
Good evening, everybody. I want to say a huge congratulations to Kemistree and all the poets and lovers of poetry. I've learned so much. First of all, I want to say thank you to Sairiata. I don't know how many of you know him.
Yeah.
Okay. He actually funded us. You know, he wouldn't be here, so we should come and represent Poets in Nigeria. And also, I'm here on behalf of Nigeria Poetry Fest. I've learned a whole lot, but there was something, Mrs. Isime, I don't know if you're married or, yeah. You said you can't fund something you can't find. One, and then another person said words, you know, speak a lot. And then he said something that you post. Sometimes I might want to post, but I'll be like, who is even looking at it? Because there are times I look through my status, I see that maybe just 3-4 people viewed it and I'll be discouraged. But he said, post, because you don't know who's looking at it. So I just want to encourage us as poets. Sometimes, like before we came, we went for one of our programs, Nigeria Poetry Fest. You know, the convener, Mr. Godson, said something that years ago, and a renowned author told him that, welcome to poverty if you know you're an author. That's to tell you, okay, sorry. Okay, that's what I learned. First of all, you can't find what you can't find. So I'm going to be out there, more visible. And then we're Holy Spice, and my kids, we do a lot. So we're ready to spice up your programs. Thank you. God bless you.
Wow, thank you very much for sharing that. That was insightful too. It's good to know that they're talking to you and you're also listening. So right about now, we'll have Kemi come up. Oh, you want to give a feedback? Do you?
Cut moral, clarity into finance.
This lady
and
Right about now, we'll have Kemi come up stage for the album launch. So she's going to give us a brief about the album and the tracks on the album.
Really preach.
If you don't clap, she won't come.
The reader into discomfort.
And how many albums do we actually have here? How many tracks do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wow.
Wow. What?
That's
okay.
a lot.
Okay. Are you seeing what I'm saying?
My eyes are not deceiving me actually. I can see a lot going on. Oh my God.
Okay.
Can you please carry the queen to the stage?
Okay.
My God. Yeah. That's so nice. All right. Welcome.
So you have to tell us about that.
Okay. We're just going to do this. Maybe in the next 5 minutes, we'll be done with the album launch. I don't know if you are ready in the media session, or is it sound? So we are about to launch the album. We are not going to play everything because of time. So we'll be listening to just one or two from the album, and then it will be available on all digital platforms. Okay. So now we want to launch the album. I'm going to carry plenty people. So I just carried 2 people to start the flow. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. God bless you. Imagine 2 CEOs. They should give me millions, Abby.
I thought I was playing the big uncle and bringing the bride to the stage so we can find the billionaire grooms in the audience. Okay. The good thing is, I already said this to her offline. So, Kemi is my aburo, and I've also watched her over the years, and I'm really, really proud to be part of this launch and this event. So, on behalf of myself and my family, I'm supporting the launch with 200,000 naira.
So again, the same way. This was a setup. I wasn't. The plan was not to come and launch. You see, my plan was to come and help her hold the mic. But yeah, again, the same way. I've known Kemi for years now. I probably would say that for about 14, 15 years. From when she had started doing poetry a long time ago. I think the first time I saw her perform poetry was probably like 13, 14 years ago. And over that period, I've also seen how that has grown. I mean, she has always been a superstar wherever she performs. So it's amazing and beautiful to see that this has grown into this. So on behalf of me and myself, and I'm going to launch the album with 100,000.
Wow. Everybody, let's give Rez and him 3 bossa. Let's go.
Bossa. Bossa.
It's too low now. If you do it, probably more people's head is going to swell, and then they will come on stage and say, okay, I want to do this. So let's do it again. Let's go. 3 bossa. Thank you. That's better. So we want more people on stage to support this album. Okay. I'm seeing things.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so I don't know what to say, but I actually asked Kemistree, so you want me to go on the stage to say what? She said, just go there and say, Kemi is something, 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 something. So the something that Kemistree is, you've heard so much about her. A lot have been said. She has also said some things about herself. Don't worry about who I am, because I'm not going to tell you. But Kevin, do you want my wife to come and you want her to come and you won't find her, she's somewhere. Okay, so on behalf of myself and my family, how much? She said 500 million. You have it. Okay, so we are going to launch the album with 100,000 naira. Don't worry, I'm not a CEO. I'm like every other person.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. For me, Kemistree was first a mentor before she became a friend. She's someone I was... Kemistree was first a mentor before she became a friend. Because I remember when I got baptized into slam poetry, she was one of the few people I was watching. Kemistree, Samurai, Guashano, and the rest. So I feel like this is a project that is very important to the spoken word poetry community, because you don't have a lot of archiving or documentation and the rest like that. And because this project is important to us as a community, I am not a big boy. I don't have money, right? But it's very important.
You're a big man, sir.
Amen. So on behalf of me and my wife, on behalf of me and my wife, I will be supporting this project, this launch. I will be supporting this launch with 100,000. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I almost started with praise the Lord. Okay, I think I'll just go straight to the point. On behalf of me, everybody has been saying that my wife and my lovely wife, I fear the tax man, so I'll be giving 6 figures.
Wow. 6 figures in what?
Okay, so
Papa.
to support this beautiful album and this wonderful event, on behalf of myself, since we've never did yet, I'll be supporting this project with 150,000 naira.
Thank you. Wow, thank you. We can do 3 more bossas, right?
Bossa.
Bossa. No, I need to hear the audience. Let's go. Exactly. We are waiting for more people. You know. And
We need to hit like 5 million right here.
we're waiting for more people. The stage is yours.
The stage is too big. We need everybody on this stage.
Okay. I'm seeing prospects. Are you seeing prospects?
A lot of prospects. That man on yellow, that man's snipers. Is a real prospect.
We're talking about you. Yes, you. We're talking about Manuel, actually. Yes.
Call the name very well.
Said I should call your name very well.
With your full chest.
The way he's even seated is like, We're looking for more perspective. So if you also want to join the album launch and you like to give support, it's very much appreciated and welcome.
And if you can give now, you can always reach out to Kemistree.
Exactly.
And just ensure you give in your best to at least support her in what she's doing.
It's
Thank
a beautiful
you.
thing to support. I think Mr. Gotsin Osare mentioned collaboration.
Collaboration
It's a
is actually
beautiful
very
thing.
powerful.
Yes, you support today, and then you'd never know what will happen tomorrow.
You never can
It's
tell.
time
You never
for
can
your-
tell where you get to meet yourself in the nearest future, and it's literally just open doors supernaturally.
Yeah.
So we're on
Okay.
to the next phase.
Moving on, we would like to have Paul Ward, who is a performance poet, an actor, a steward of Poets Pray, and a convener of As It Is in Heaven. He has established himself as one of the Nigeria's most celebrated spoken word artists, winning several poetry slam across the country, including the War of Words in 2014, Athop Spoken Call in 2016, and the Enugu Poetry Slam in 2018. His excellence has earned him numerous recognition, including the Scepter Awards for Best Spoken Word Poet in Africa in 2017, and a place among the EGC's top 5 best poets in Nigeria in both 2016 and 2017. Paul Ward has performed at prestigious platforms such as the Lagos International Poetry Festival and at Ake Book and Arts Festival. His poetry has also received international airplay in London and Kenya, extending the reach of his voice beyond Nigeria. As an actor, he has appeared in notable productions including Brethren and Slum King of African Magic. Make welcome, Paul Ward!
Good afternoon, everyone. All praise to God who has given me the ability to do this. All thanks to Him alone. I don't know that I was still going to come up here, actually. Please, can you give me strings? Just give me strings. Thank you very much. This is beautiful. It's an honor to be here. Please permit me to read from my phone because I was not expecting to be called up. You have carried worry in your heart for too long. Hands stretched forth trying to conjure rest from troubled waters. You have tried to find rest, but all you have acquired a nightmare. I see it in your eyes. The fear of tomorrow, the unease that comes with lack. Your spirit has been broken more times than you have broken bread. There's something about this life that makes you hate life. I hear it in your voice. In the whispers that sit at the tip of your tongue, you have prayed like Hannah. Was too silent for men, but loud enough to echo along the hallways of heaven. Your prayers hovers over you like a cloud. But every morning you watch them fall like angels with clipped wings. Your hope has been clipped more times than you can count. You can't count all the mourning that comes with sadness. Sometimes your mourning feels like a mourning session. You process sadness, sadness processes you. And when someone asks, how are you doing? You say that you are fine. When instead you want to say that you are breaking. And that every day takes a piece of you. Yesterday it was your mind, today your peace. And you don't know what piece of you will be lost tomorrow, but tomorrow doesn't have to come with loss. Child, tell me, how long? How long will you carry this burden? How long will your life be defined by this burden you carry? Say, please come, for I know a man. I know a man who laid down his life for you so that you can lay down his burden at his feet. So come, drop your burden at his feet. Drop your burden at his feet. Because right now, you are seated in heavenly places. Thank you very much. That's my time.
Wow. Hallelujah, somebody. That was, for that type of poetry, you have to be calm, relax, make sure you're following line by line. That was beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay, right about now, we have amazing facilitators in the house. Can everybody say hi? It's just Purple Art Girl I'm seeing. Even if I want to give giveaway now, she go get her. Everybody say hi. Exactly. So we have our facilitators and we'll be shared in, it will be in sections or groups, right? So you have to go to the group that you know that you want to learn from and you want to, because it's going to be happening at the same time. Do we understand? Okay. Okay. So anytime I read their bio, you will clap and you also say hi. Do you get? Do we get? Great. So the first facilitator is Soji Aferton. He is a digital growth strategist and marketing systems engineer who specializes in building eye-converting webinar and sales system for digital businesses, particularly within the financial education space. Can we say hi? Our second facilitator is Boye Manuel. He is a digital creator, poet, and adventurer who traveled across all 36 states of Nigeria in 36 days, featured on The Newman. Can we say hi? Next, we have Abegunde Sunday. He is a media professional, YouTuber, and a remote work coach. Winner of the World Union of Poets Prize 2016 and the author of 8 books. He empowers thousands of creatives and professionals in the digital space. Can we say hi? We also have Sage Azan. He is a storyteller, author, dream maker, poet, and a spoken word artist known for creating emotionally rich and thought-provoking narratives through performance and written form. Can we say hi? Those are your facilitators. You better say hi. Afolabi. He's Curator, Curator-in-Chief of Grants and Buds, Chief Technology Officer at Soft Thread Solutions, Executive Director at Wabi, Nigeria. Can we say hi? Then we have Habib Ajijola. He's a growth and product leader, founder and venture builder with over 13 years of experience helping startups and businesses scale through strategy, product execution, and data-driven goal. Can we say hi? Okay. So we are going to be shared in different groups. Let's do 4 groups for now. If you have, questions on social media, so we'll do 4 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Do we understand? Where is sitting, where Papi in black is sitting, that's 1. Where Mr. Godson is sitting, that's 2. Where Toby Abiodun is sitting is 3. And then this place is the 4th. If you are interested in asking your facilitators questions regarding social media, you want to learn what social media is about, you want to hear about it, you want to hear how to grow using social media, and all the questions you have in that space, please go to 1. Make your way to 1. If you have questions on how to grow your YouTube account and everything related to YouTube, you have questions, you want to hear about it, your facilitator is going to take you on that. You will be on 2. If you have questions on poetry, finding your voice, knowing who you are, how to stand out, and you're a poet, you have interest in poetry, so you have to be on 3. Are we getting me? Then if you want to understand branding and everything related to that cause, you'll be on 4. Can we make that switch now? Social media, YouTube, poetry, yes. Social media, YouTube, poetry, and branding. Do we understand? Some of us are looking at me like... So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. What is 1, everybody, so that we know we are on the same page? Social media. What is 2? YouTube. What is 3? Poetry. What is 4? Thank you, Jerry. God bless you. One bobo for you. All right, let's make that switch. Your facilitators will meet you very